চাখি 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 কেবে চাখি চাখি অমৃত ধার ঝরে নিরন্তর চাখি চাখি কেবে চাখি 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 কেবে চাখি চাখি ঝরে যা চরণ অমৃত সদা ঝরে যা চরণ অমৃত সদা জীবନରେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖିଛ କି ଜୀବନରେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖିଛ କି ଚାଖିଛ କି କେବେ ଚାଖିଛ କି ଚାଖିଛ କି କେବେ ଚାଖିଛ କି ଅମୃତ ଧାର ঝরে নিরন্তর চাখি চাখি কেবে চাখি চাখি জয়
জয়গুরু। রহি রহি আজি তুমি দয়ানিধি কাহিকি পড়ুছ মনে রহি রহি আজি তুমি দয়ানিধি কাহিকি পড়ুছ মনে ছাই ছাই দীপি যায় তোমার রূপ ছাই ছাই দীপি যায় তোমার রূপ মায়া ঘেরা নয়নে মায়া ঘেরায় নয়নে রহি রহি আজি তুমি দয়ানিধি কাহিকি পড়ুছ মনে সতী সতী মনে ଅଛି মোরা চাহি চাহি মোহি রহিছি পাতর সতী সতী মনে ଅଛି মোরা চাহি চাহি মোহি রহিছি পাতর তুনি তুনি কেতে কথা কহুছ তুনি তুনি কেতে কথা কহুছ শুনি ন পারই কানে শুনি ন পারই কানে রহি রহি আজি তুমি দয়ানিধি কাহিকি পড়ুছ মনে ফুটি ফুটি উঠে মো আখি আগর হস হস ভরা শ্রীমুখ তোমার ফুটি ফুটি ওঠে মো আখি আগর हस हस भरा मुख तुम्हारा मने मने भारे उभारे तुझ मने मने भारे उभारे तुझ তুমি কোণে তুমি মোরুদয় কোণে রহি রহি আগে তুমি দয়ানিধি কাহিঁকি পড়ুছ মনে ঠারি ঠারি সতে ডাকুছ তুহাই মিশি মিশি জীবে তোমা তুলে যাই ঠারি ঠারি সতে ডাকুছ তুহাই মিশি মিশি জীবে তোমা তুলে যাই টানি টানি ঘেনু অছমতি পরা টানি টানি ঘেনু অছমতি পরা তুমরি তনু মিরনে তুমরি তনু মিরনে রহি রহি আজি তুমি দয়ানিধি কাহিঁকি পড়ুছ মনে পাশে পাশে তুমি ডাকুছ মতে পথে পথে পাদ থমি যায় সতে পাশে পাশে তুমি ডাকুছ মতে বন্ধন মোচন পূজবর গুণহীন শেষ গুণাধিপতি ভব ভীরু জানে সত তম্বরদম প্রণমামি গুরু শিব কল্পতরু প্রণমামি গুরু শিব কল্পতরু।
জয় গুরু। করুণাময় হে করুণা সাগর দয়াময় তুমি দয়ার সাগর করুণাময় হে করুণা সাগর দয়াময় তুমি দয়ার দয়াময় তুমি দয়ার সাগর তুমি ক্ষমাময় তুমি প্রাণ প্রিয় তুমি ক্ষমাময় তুমি প্রাণ প্রিয় অন্তর্যামী নাথ মো প্রাণ তিনিয় অন্তর্যামী নাথ মো প্রাণ তিনিয় করুণাময় হে করুণা সাগর দয়াময় তুমি দয়ার সাগর দয়াময় তুমি দয়ার সাগর তুমি দীনবন্ধু তুমি কৃপা সিন্ধু তুমি দীনবন্ধু তুমি কৃপা সিন্ধু তুমি ভবগ্রাহী তুমি ভক্তবন্ধু তুমি ভবগ্রাহী তুমি ভক্তবন্ধু তুমি বিশ্বপতি অগতির গতি তুমি বিশ্বপতি অগতির গতি দয়ানাথ হে নম প্রণামে দয়ানাথ হে নম প্রণামে করুণাময় হে করুণা সাগর দয়াময় তুমি দয়ার সাগর দয়াময় তুমি দয়ার সাগর তুমি দারু ব্রহ্ম তুমি গুরু ব্রহ্ম তুমি দারু ব্রহ্ম তুমি গুরু ব্রহ্ম সর্বদেবময় তুমি পরম ব্রহ্ম সর্বদেবময় তুমি পরম ব্রহ্ম তুমি নিরাকার তুমি নিরাকার তুমি নিরাকার তুমি নিরাকার পাদ পদ্মে কোটি নমস্কার পাদ পদ্মে কোটি নমস্কার করুণাময় হে করুণা সাগর দয়াময় তুমি দয়ার সাগর দয়াময় তুমি দয়ার সাগর তুমি নির্গুণ তুমি সগুণ तुमे ही निर्गुण तुमे ही सगुण त्रिगुणातीत तुमे नित्रैगुण्य त्रिगुणातीत तुमे नित्रैगुण्य तुमे कल्पतरु तुमे विश्वगुरु तुमे कल्पतरु तुमे विश्वगुरु नाथ नाथ हे तुम पूजु नाथ नाथ हे तुम पूजुहार करुणामय हे करुणा सागर दयामय तुमे दयार सागर दयामय तुमे दयार सागर करुणामय हे करुणा सागर दयामय तुमे दयार सागर दयामय तुमे दयार सागर। जय गुरु।
Jai Guru. Nikomopadesa. Self-development through self-purification. Your inner action, that is self-development, is of first priority. You cannot partake of inner nobility, own firmness, comprehension of self, and service to self through purification of inner self. You cannot acquire any eligibility to give service to others. Under no circumstance we should eclipse the essence of life. The institution which is only busy in external activities loses inner vitality and cooks its ruins after a few days. You work with love and affection for one another. It is not good to think that you will not work because somebody else is not working or is delaying the work. If 10 of you work, one cannot sit idle but work, provided he has a little conscience and humanity. If you find fault with anybody, you should not point it out at once. Your chief objective is to move towards self-development. Do not dwell on drab conventional life. Fix your eyes firmly on your objective and go on doing your work, always thinking of your Gurudev. In the field of work, you should mark if your heart is contented with what you are doing. By your work, you need not have to satisfy anyone outside you. You should observe if God within you is satisfied with your work. If He is pleased, everyone will be satisfied. You work with love and affection. Eat, drink, smile, be merry, and attempt purification of mind by performing Gurudev's work. I shall be happy to notice all this. Jai.
Jai Guru. 846 Sangha Puja session report. Palia Bobby, Ajit Bhai and Amritama. Adivas Puja, Jan 14. Adivas Puja was held at Nigama Smriti Mandir from 7 to 8 p.m. After Stotra Vandana, scripture reading Leela Prasanga Kokila Mukhamatari Sri Sri Thakura was read. Then first session, Jan 15th. The morning session of the puja started at 7:15 a.m. with Pratiksha with Udita Ma singing Kaharo Adaro Gola, followed by Miluma singing Dure Bahu Dure Akhiro Separe. During that time, all the devotees joined the puja either at Nigama Smriti Mandir or via teleconference. Vishwajit Pati Bhai performed the arati. Then Sukrit Bhai led the singing of the Bandana, Bandai Guru Charana and Stotra Bandana. Raj Bhai led the reading of the Parichaya Patra, followed by Sammilani and Asana Mandira Nitya Puja Prarthana. Then Subrat Bhai and Nehar Bhai read Sangha Sevaka 46th year first part, Bandana, Prarthana and Prarthana Karinka Prati. The brief summary is ସ୍ଥିରତା ଓ ଚଞ୍ଚଳତା ଉଭୟ ପରିସ୍ଥିତିରେ ଇଷ୍ଟ ଚିନ୍ତାରେ ମନୋନିବେଶ କରିବା ହିଁ ମନ ସ୍ଥିର କରିବାର ଶ୍ରେଷ୍ଠ ଉପାୟ। ସାଧକମାନେ ସେବା ମାଧ୍ୟମ ଗୁରୁ ସେବାରେ ବ୍ରତୀ ହୋଇ ଦେହ ମନ ପ୍ରାଣ ଶକ୍ତି ଲାଭ କରି ଶ୍ରୀ ଗୁରୁଦେବ କହିଛନ୍ତି, ବାଧ୍ୟତାମୂଳକ ଗୁରୁନାମ ଜପ କରିପାରିଲେ ସଂସାର ଭବସାଗରରୁ ଜୀବ ଉଦ୍ଧାର ଲାଭ କରିପାରିବ। ରିଡିଂ ଅଫ୍ ସଂଘ ସେବକ ରାମ ଭାଇ read Sri Sri Guru Shloka 13. Then Ajit Bhai invited Sri Sri Thakur Maharaj for Balya Bhoga and Thakur Maharaj, Bhai, Ma and young aspirants to attend the second session. The first session concluded with Nama Kirtan. After the session, Balya Bhoga was offered to Sri Sri Thakur and Bhai, Ma and young aspirants accepted prasada. Second session, the second session of the puja started at 9:45 a.m. with Amrita Ma and Puja Ma singing Abahana, Asare Ganuchi Dina and Pulam. This was followed by program Pranagana, opening of the Anjali Ma sang the Bandana, Tej Prantale Adi Mage Sarana. Ajit Bhai read Nikomopodes, page 192 to 193. Followed by Udita Ma reading minutes of the last Sangha Puja session. Ashwini Bhai read Sri Sri Thakur Mahatmya, page 58 to 63, followed by Prabhakar Bhai summarizing the reading material in English. Then Jnana Bhai sang Prarthana, Tomae Hrid Madhaye Rakhbo Fere Debona. Vishwajit Behera Bhai then read Sansara Pathe, unless the seed of material attachment is destroyed, salvation is not achieved by just renouncing the material world. Especially, without the blessing of the Almighty, salvation is not obtained. Then Brajabhai coordinated question answer session. Jnana Rupaka Aloko, Prema Rupaka Jala, Vishwas Rupaka Vayu, Sharira Rupaka Mati द्वारा आत्मार विकास हुए। साधु गुरु आदेश ग्रहण और आदेश पालन द्वारा गुरु प्रति विश्वास आसी। Then the young aspirant session started with Anik singing Charana Tumara Saragu Bali. Then Sima led the discussion in the YA session and took the attendance of young aspirants. During YA session, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's biography was read. Then Bobby, Ajit Bhai and Amritama did their Bhavavinima Seva. Amritama invited Sri Sri Thakur for Madhyana Bhoga and evening puja. Then Jemu, Anjalima and Debasis Bhai invited Sri Sri Thakur to the next Sangha Puja. After that, Amrita Ma prayed for forgiveness for any mistakes from Sri Sri Thakur, all Bhai, Ma and young aspirants. The session concluded with Vidaya Prarthana, Devira Durlabha Tava Charana Jukala sung by Vrindavan Bhai, and the asana was closed with Jai Guru Nama Kirtana and Pranama. Vishwajit Bhai took the attendance of all Bhais and Ma present for the puja. Then Madhyana Bhoga was offered to Sri Sri Thakur, followed by Prasad Sevana. Sri Sri Thakur Charana Srita, Gopi, Ajit Bhai and Ritama. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru Sushri Maharaj. I think her phone is muted. Muted from admin. Oh. କାଲି ଯୋଉ କେତେ ବିଷ୍ଣୁ କଣ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହବ ନା କଣ ସୁଭାଷ ଭାଇ?
ସୁବ୍ରତ ଭାଇ ପଢି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ।
ଆଜି ଅଛି ହଁ
ଜୟଗୁରୁ ଭାଇ ଶୁଭିଲା? ମୁଁ ପଢୁଥିଲି ଜୟଗୁରୁ ମୁଁ ବିହାରୀ ଭାଇଙ୍କର ଚିଠିଟା ଦେଇଥିଲେ ସେଟା 63 ରୁ ପଢିବି ସୁସ୍ଥ ବିଳମ୍ବ ସେଟା
ସେ ଚିଠିଟା ପରେ ପରେ ସୁସ୍ଥ ହେବାକୁ
ସୁସ୍ଥ ହେବାକୁ ବିଳମ୍ବ ହେବାରୁ ମୁଁ ଆଉ ବଗୁଡା ଯାଇପାରିଲି ନାହିଁ। ଏକବାରେ ଭାଓୱାଲ ସମ୍ମିଳନୀରେ ଯାଇ ଉପସ୍ଥିତ ହେଲି। ସେଥିର ସମ୍ମିଳନୀର 8ମ ବାର୍ଷିକ ଅଧିବେଶନ ହୋଇଥିଲେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଗୃହସ୍ଥ ଓ ସନ୍ନ୍ୟାସୀ ଗୁରୁ ଭାଇ ମାନଙ୍କର ଏକତ୍ର ସମ୍ମିଳନ ସେହି ପ୍ରଥମ ଆରମ୍ଭ ହେଲା। ଏହି ପ୍ରକାର ସମ୍ମିଳନ ପ୍ରଥା ପ୍ରବର୍ତ୍ତନ କରିବା ପଛରେ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ଯେ ଏତେ ଗୂଢ ଉଦ୍ଦେଶ୍ୟ ନିହିତ ଥିଲା ତାହା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଆମେ ଉପଲବ୍ଧି କରି ନଥିଲୁ। ଠାକୁର କିନ୍ତୁ କହନ୍ତି ଯେ କୌଣସି ବିଶେଷ ଉଦ୍ଦେଶ୍ୟ ବା ସଂକଳ୍ପ ନେଇ କିଛି କରନ୍ତି ନାହିଁ। ଯେତେବେଳେ ଯେଉଁ କର୍ମର ପ୍ରେରଣା ପାଆନ୍ତି ତାହା କହିଯାଆନ୍ତି। ଅବଶ୍ୟ ଅକର୍ମ ବିକର୍ମ ଛାଡି ଯାହା କରନ୍ତି ତାହା ଆମେ ଦେଖିପାରୁ ଓ ବୁଝିପାରୁ। ଆଉ ରାତାରାତି ବଡ ଲୋକ ହୋଇ ନ ପାରିଲେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଶେଷ ଦେଖି କହିବାକୁ ବାଧ୍ୟ ହେଉ ଯେ ଏଥିରେ ତାଙ୍କର ଗୂଢ ଉଦ୍ଦେଶ୍ୟ ଥିଲା। ଯେଉଁମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଜୀବନରେ ଯେଉଁମାନଙ୍କର ଦେଖା ହୋଇନାହିଁ, ହେବାର ସମ୍ଭାବନା ନାହିଁ, ସେଇ ସବୁ ବିଭିନ୍ନ ପ୍ରଦେଶର ବିଭିନ୍ନ ଜାତିର ଓ ବିଭିନ୍ନ ପଦବୀଧାରୀ ଶିଷ୍ୟଗଣ ସମବେତ ହୋଇ ପରସ୍ପର ଆଳାପ ପରିଚୟ ପ୍ରୀତି ପ୍ରଣୟ ଓ ଭାବର ଆଦାନ ପ୍ରଦାନ କେବଳ ବକ୍ତୃତ୍ୱ ବିଭିନ୍ନ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ ମାଧ୍ୟମରେ ପ୍ରତିପନ୍ନ କରୁଛନ୍ତି। ସେମାନେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ସନ୍ତାନ ଏବଂ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ଏକମାତ୍ର ପିତା ଠାକୁର। ବ୍ରାହ୍ମଣ, ଚଣ୍ଡାଳ, ପଣ୍ଡିତ, ମୂର୍ଖ, ରାଜା, ମହାରାଜ, ଜଜ୍, ମାଜିଷ୍ଟ୍ରେଟ, ଓକିଲ, ମହୁରୀର ଦୋକାନୀ, ଚାକର ସମସ୍ତେ ଯେପରି ଗୋଟିଏ ପରିବାରର ସଦସ୍ୟ। କାହାର ଢାଳ କିଏ ନେଉଛି, କାହାର ଲଣ୍ଠନ କିଏ ଜଳାଉଛି, କାହାର ତମ୍ବାକୁ କିଏ ଖାଉଛି, ତାହାର କୌଣସି ଠିକଣା ନାହିଁ। କେବଳ ଶୃଙ୍ଖଳା ରକ୍ଷା ପାଇଁ ଯେଉଁ ଜିନିଷ ଯେଉଁଠାରୁ ନେବ ଠିକ ସେହି ସ୍ଥାନରେ ଆଣି ରଖିଦେଲେ ହିଁ ହେଲା। ନଚେତ୍ 300 ଲୋକଙ୍କ ମଧ୍ୟରେ ଗୋଟିଏ ଜିନିଷ ଖୋଜି ବାହାର କରିବା ତ ସହଜ ନୁହେଁ। ଅନ୍ୟ ପାଖରେ ଦାଦା ବୋଲି ପରିଚିତ ପଦମର୍ଯାଦା ପଣ୍ଡିତ ବା ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟରେ କାହାର କୌଣସି ବିଶେଷତ୍ୱ କିଛି ଥିଲେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଆଚାର ବ୍ୟବହାରରେ ଆଦୌ ତାହା ଧରା ପଡେ ନାହିଁ। ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକଙ୍କୁ ପ୍ରେମ କଳାଗ୍ରତ ଓ ପରସ୍ପର ଦେଖାହେଲେ ଜୟଗୁରୁ ସମ୍ଭାଷଣ ଅପରିଚିତ ହେଲେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଚିର ପରିଚିତ ପରି ସମ୍ବୋଧନ ଓ କଥାବାର୍ତ୍ତା କରିବା ଦେଖି ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ମନେ ହୁଏ ଆମେ ଅନ୍ୟ ଏକ ଜଗତରେ ଅଛୁ। ଜଣେ ଗୁରୁ ଭାଇ ହୁଏତ ଅନ୍ୟ ଜଣେ ଗୁରୁଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖି ନାହିଁ, କେବଳ ନାଁ ଶୁଣିଛି। ଆଉ ଜଣଙ୍କ ନିକଟରେ ସେ ତାଙ୍କର ଗୁଣଗ୍ରାମ ବର୍ଣ୍ଣନା କରିବାକୁ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିଛି। ପରିଚୟ ପଚାରିବା ପ୍ରଭୃତି ଓ ଅଭ୍ୟାସ ନଥିବାରୁ ଏପରି ହୁଏ ଯେ ଯାହାର ଗୁଣ ବ୍ୟାଖ୍ୟା କରୁଛନ୍ତି ହୁଏତ ସେ ହିଁ ଶ୍ରୋତା ହୋଇଥାନ୍ତି, ବକ୍ତା ତାଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖି ମଧ୍ୟ ଚିହ୍ନି ପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି। ସମବେତ ଭକ୍ତ ମାନଙ୍କ ମଧ୍ୟରେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଯେ ସମାନ ପ୍ରେମିକ ବା ତାହା ନୁହେଁ, କିନ୍ତୁ ସଂସ୍କାର ବା ସ୍ୱଭାବତଃ ଯେତେବେଳେ କୌଣସି ପ୍ରକାର ଅପ୍ରେମ ଭାବ ବା ସଂକୀର୍ଣ୍ଣତା ଆସୁଛି ତତ୍କ୍ଷଣାତ୍ ଘୃଣାରେ ତାହା ପ୍ରତ୍ୟାଖ୍ୟାନ କରି ଦର୍ଶକ ସହିତ ସମତା ରକ୍ଷା କରିବାକୁ ଯତ୍ନଶୀଳ ହେଉଅଛି। ଜଣଙ୍କର ପ୍ରଭାବରେ ପ୍ରଭାବିତ ହୋଇ ଯେ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ଗୋଟିଏ ବିଧି, ଗୋଟିଏ ରୁଚି ଓ ଗୋଟିଏ ଆଚରଣ ହୋଇଯାଇଛି। କାହାର କୌଣସି ଅସହସ୍ତ ହୋଇ ବା କାହାର ସ୍ୱାଧୀନତାରେ ହସ୍ତକ୍ଷେପ କରି କେହି ସତ୍ୟାନ୍ତ୍ର ବା ବୈଶିଷ୍ଟ୍ୟ ରକ୍ଷା କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି, ଅଥଚ ତା ସହିତ ସାମିଲ ହୋଇ ସାମ୍ୟ ବିଧାନ କରୁଛନ୍ତି। ଯେପରି ଦୁଇଟାରେ ଜଣେ ଭାବ ବିହଳ ହୋଇ ଜୟଗୁରୁ ବୋଲି ଚିତ୍କାର କରି ଉଠିଲେ କିମ୍ବା ଗୁରୁପଦ ମକରନ୍ଦେ ଗୀତଟି ଆରମ୍ଭ କଲେ ସେଇ ଘରେ ହୁଏତ 50 ଜଣ ଭକ୍ତ ବିଶ୍ରାମ କରୁଥାନ୍ତି। ସହସା ଗୀତ ଶୁଣି ଉଠି ପଡିଲେ। ଅନ୍ୟତ୍ର ହୋଇଥିଲେ ନିଦ୍ରାଭଙ୍ଗ ପାଇଁ ଅଭିଯୋଗ କରିଥାନ୍ତେ, ଶାନ୍ତି ରକ୍ଷା ପାଇଁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରାଯାଇଥାନ୍ତା, କିନ୍ତୁ ଏଠାରେ ଏହା କିଛି ହୋଇନାହିଁ। ଦେଖାଗଲା ଗୀତ ସମସ୍ତେ ଗୀତରେ ରାତ୍ରି କଟାଇ ଦେଲେ, କେହି ବା ଶୁଣି ଶୁଣି ଆନନ୍ଦ ପାଇଲେ। ଏଠାରେ ଜଣଙ୍କର ଭାବକୁ ସମସ୍ତେ ନିଜର ଜ୍ଞାନ କରି ତାହା ପୁଷ୍ଟି ସାଧନ ଦିଗରେ ସହାୟତା କଲେ। ବ୍ୟକ୍ତିତ୍ୱ ବିଚାରରେ ଓଜନ କମ ହେଲେ ମଧ୍ୟ ବାଧା ଦେଇ ତାକୁ କଲେ ନାହିଁ। ନିଜ ନିଜର ନିଦ୍ରାକୁ ଭାବିଲେ ନାହିଁ କି ମତାମତ ପାଇଁ ଭୋଟ କରିବାକୁ ଆବଶ୍ୟକ ନାହିଁ। ପୁଣି ବିଚାର କରି ଅନିଚ୍ଛା ସତ୍ତ୍ୱେ ସେ ଯେ ଯୋଗ ଦେଲେ ତାହା ନୁହେଁ। ପୂର୍ବରୁ କେଉଁ ଜଣଙ୍କର ପ୍ରଭାବ ସମ୍ବନ୍ଧରେ କହିଛି, ସେ ଭାବରେ ବିଭାବିତ ହୋଇଗଲେ। ଦେଶରେ ସାମ୍ୟ ମୈତ୍ରୀ ସ୍ଥାପନ ଦେଶରେ ଯେତେ ସଭା ସମିତି, କେତେ ଅଶ୍ୱତା ବର୍ଜନ ଉପରେ ବକ୍ତୃତା ଚାଲିଛି। ଏଠାରେ ଏସବୁ କିଛି ନଥିଲେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଏହି ଅନୁଷ୍ଠାନରେ ଯୋଗ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ ଆଶାନ୍ୱିତ ହୋଇଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ସଭାପତି ସଭା ସମିତି କରି ଗଗନଭେଦୀ ବକ୍ତୃତା ନଦେଲେ ମଧ୍ୟ, ଦୀର୍ଘ କବଳରେ ପ୍ରବନ୍ଧ ମାନ ପାଠ ନ କଲେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଏବଂ ଚଣ୍ଡାଳ ବ୍ରାହ୍ମଣ ଗୋଟି ପତ୍ରରେ ନ ଖାଇଲେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଦେଶରେ ସାମ୍ୟ ମୈତ୍ରୀ ସଂସ୍ଥାପିତ ହୋଇପାରିବ। ଢାକାରୁ ଆଦିନାଥ ଦା ଏହି 2 ଜଣ ଭାଉରାଲ ସମ୍ମିଳନୀରେ ଯୋଗ ଦେଇଥିଲେ। ଶରୀରର ବର୍ଣ୍ଣ ସମାନ, ନାଁ ଦୁଇଟିର ଆଦ୍ୟ ବର୍ଣ୍ଣ ସମାନ ଏବଂ ଏକ ସ୍ଥାନରୁ ଆସିଥିବା ଦେଖି ଭାବିଲି ସେମାନେ ବୋଧହୁଏ 2 ଭାଇ। କିଛି ସମୟରେ ଜାଣିଲି ଆସିନିବାକୁ ଢାକାର ସବ୍ ଜଜ୍, କିନ୍ତୁ 5-6 ଦିନ ଏକତ୍ର ବାସ କରି ମଧ୍ୟ ଜାଣିପାରିଲି ନାହିଁ ଯେ ଆଦିନାଥ ଆସିନି ବାବୁଙ୍କର ଜଣେ ଭୃତ୍ୟ ବିଶେଷ। ପରେ ବସାକୁ ଯାଇ ଦେଖିଥିଲି ଆସିନି ବାବୁଙ୍କ ଅଗଣାରେ ସେ ରାଜମିସ୍ତ୍ରୀ କାମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି। ଛୋଟ ବଡ କିପରି ବା ଜାଣିବ? ଅନ୍ୟାନ୍ୟ ଆଚାର ବ୍ୟବହାର ବିଷୟରେ ପୂର୍ବରୁ କହିଛି। ଆଉ କେଉଁ 2ଟା ସମୟରେ ଛୋଟ ବଡ ବୁଝିବାର ସୁଯୋଗ ଆମ ଦେଶରେ ଅଛି, ଅର୍ଥାତ୍ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ କରିବା ସମୟରେ, ଖାଇବା ସମୟରେ। ତା ମଧ୍ୟ ଏଠାରେ କରିବାର ଉପାୟ ନାହିଁ, କାରଣ କେବଳ ରନ୍ଧନ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟରେ ବ୍ରାହ୍ମଣ ମାନେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି। ଯଦିବା ଷ୍ଟୋମାକ୍ ସ୍ପିଚ୍ ଅଫ୍ ହିନ୍ଦୁଇଜମ୍ କଥାଟା ଇଂରାଜୀ ଶିକ୍ଷା ଫଳରେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ବଙ୍ଗୋକ୍ତିରେ ପରିଚିତ ହୋଇଅଛି, ତଥାପି ଆମେ ଏହାକୁ ସମ୍ପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଅମୂଳନ ବୋଲି ଉଡାଇ ଦେଲେ ସର୍ବଭୁକ୍ ହେବାର ସାର୍ଥକତା ଉପଲବ୍ଧି କରିପାରି ନାହିଁ। ଅନ୍ୟ କୌଣସି କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ ପାଇଁ ଛୋଟ ବଡ ଜାତି ହିସାବରେ ଛୋଟ ବଡ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ ବିଚାର କରାଯାଏ ନାହିଁ। ଯାହା ସମ୍ମୁଖରେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଯେଉଁ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ କରେ ସେତେବେଳେ ସେ ହିଁ ତାହା ସମ୍ପନ୍ନ କରୁଛନ୍ତି। କାହାକୁ ହୁକୁମ ଦେଇ ଆଇନ ପାଇବାକୁ କେହି ଚାହୁଁନାହାନ୍ତି। ଆଉ ଛୋଟ ହେବା ବା ବଡ ହଉ, ଭୋଜନରେ ବସି କାହାକୁ ସ୍ପର୍ଶ କରିବା ବା କାହାରି ଜଳପାତ୍ରରେ ଜଳପାନ କରିବା ସେଠାରେ ଅନୁମତି ନୁହେଁ। ଜାତି ବିଶେଷରେ ପକ୍ତି ଭୋଜନରେ ବ୍ୟବସ୍ଥା ମଧ୍ୟ ପ୍ରାୟ ନାହିଁ। ତେବେ ଆସିନି ଦା ଓ ଆଦିନାଥ ଦାଙ୍କର ପାର୍ଥକ୍ୟ ବୁଝିବାର ସୁଯୋଗ କେଉଁଠି ରହିଲା? ଜଣ ପିଛା 5 ଟଙ୍କା କରି ଡେଲିଗେଟ୍ ଫିସ୍ ଦେଇ ଏହି ସମ୍ମିଳନୀରେ ଯୋଗ ଦେଇଥିବା ଭକ୍ତମାନେ କଣ ଲାଭ କରିଛନ୍ତି ମୁଁ ମାପି ପାରିବି ନାହିଁ। ଗୋଟିଏ ସାମାନ୍ୟ ଉଦାହରଣ ଦେଇ ତାହା କିଞ୍ଚିତ୍ ଆଭାସ ମାତ୍ର ପ୍ରଦାନ କରିପାରେ। ବଙ୍ଗଳା 1337 ସାଲରେ ଅନୁଷ୍ଠିତ ମୟନମତୀ ସମ୍ମିଳନୀର ଶେଷ ଦିନ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଭକ୍ତମାନେ ଜଣେ ଜଣେ ବିଦାୟ ନେବାକୁ ଲାଗିଲେ, ସେତେବେଳେ ଆମର ଫଣୀଭୂଷଣ ମିତ୍ର ଓକିଲ ହାଓଡ଼ା ଆସି ବାସ୍ତରୁଣ କଣ୍ଠରେ ଆମକୁ କହିଲେ, ଭାଇମାନେ ଜଣେ ଜଣେ କରି ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି, ଆଉ ମୋର ଯେପରି ଖଣ୍ଡିଏ ଖଣ୍ଡିଏ ପଞ୍ଜରା ହାଡ଼ ଖସି ପଡୁଛି। ଆମେମାନେ ମଧ୍ୟ ନୀରବ ଓ ସଜଳ ନୟନରେ ସମବେଦନା ଜ୍ଞାପନ କଲୁ। ଆବେଗ ଭରେ କହିଲେ, ତୁମେ ମାନେ ଯେତେ ଦିନ ପାର ସମସ୍ତେ ମିଶି ମୁଁ ଏକା ସମସ୍ତ ବ୍ୟୟ ବହନ କରିବି। ପ୍ରଥମ ଦିନ ମଠ ଓ ଆଶ୍ରମ ସମୂହର ଆୟ ବ୍ୟୟ ହିସାବ ନିକାଶ ଓ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ ପ୍ରକୃତିର ଆଲୋଚନା, ଦ୍ୱିତୀୟ ଦିନ ଶିଷ୍ୟ ଭକ୍ତ, ତୃତୀୟ ଦିନ ସ୍ଥାନୀୟ ସର୍ବସାଧାରଣଙ୍କୁ ନେଇ ସଭା ଅନୁଷ୍ଠାନ ପୂର୍ବକ ସମାବଲମ୍ବନ, ବ୍ରହ୍ମଚର୍ଯ୍ୟ ଓ ଆଦର୍ଶ ଗୃହସ୍ଥ ଜୀବନ ଗଠନ ଇତ୍ୟାଦି ସମ୍ପର୍କରେ ଆଲୋଚନାନ୍ତେ ଭାଓଲାଲ ଭକ୍ତ ସମ୍ମିଳନୀର କାର୍ଯ୍ୟକ୍ରମ ସମ୍ପନ୍ନ କରି ଠାକୁର ମତେ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ନେଇ ପୁରୀ ଯାତ୍ରା କଲେ। ଯାତ୍ରା ମଧ୍ୟରେ ସେ ଢାକାରେ ଜଗତ ପ୍ରଭୁଙ୍କ ସିପାରୀ ରାଜ୍ୟର ରେଭିନ୍ୟୁ ଅଫିସର ଶ୍ରୀ ଜଗତ ଚନ୍ଦ୍ର ସେନଙ୍କୁ ଦୀକ୍ଷା ଦେଇ ମତେ ସବଜଜ ଆସୀନ ବାବୁଙ୍କୁ ଘରେ ରଖି ମହାବେଦପୁର ଚାଲିଗଲେ। ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଦିନ ମୁଁ ପୁନର୍ବାର ଗୋୟାଲାନନ୍ଦଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ତାଙ୍କ ସହିତ ମିଳିତ ହେଲି। ସପ୍ତମ ପରିଚ୍ଛେଦ। ବହୁଦିନ ପ୍ରବାସରେ ରହି ଓ ନାନା ସ୍ଥାନ ଭ୍ରମଣ କରି ମଣିଷ ଯେପରି ନିଜ ଘରକୁ ଆସି ବିଶ୍ରାମ କରେ, ପୁରୀ ଆସି ମତେ ଠିକ ସେହିପରି ଲାଗିଲା। ମଠ ବା ଆଶ୍ରମ ପରି ଏଠାରେ କାମଧାମର ବିଶେଷ ଭିଡ଼ ନାହିଁ। ଡାଲି ଚାଉଳ କିଣି ରନ୍ଧନ କରି ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ ଭୋଜନ ଦେବା ଓ ପ୍ରସାଦ ପାଇବା ଏଠାକାର ପ୍ରଧାନ କର୍ମ। ସ୍ଥାନଟି ଅତି ମନୋରମ ଓ ସ୍ୱାସ୍ଥ୍ୟକର। 3 ନମ୍ବର ଗିରି କୁଟୀରରେ ଆମେ ଅବସ୍ଥାନ କଲୁ। ଅତି ନିର୍ଜନ ସ୍ଥାନ। ପଶ୍ଚିମ ଦିଗରେ ଅଳ୍ପ ଦୂରରେ ଶ୍ରୀ ଶ୍ରୀ ଜଗନ୍ନାଥ ଦେବଙ୍କର ମନ୍ଦିର, ଦକ୍ଷିଣ ଦିଗରେ ବିଶାଳ ସମୁଦ୍ର ମେଘ ମର୍ଦ୍ଦିତ ଗର୍ଜନରେ ଚତୁର୍ଦିଗ ପଙ୍କପିତ। କିନ୍ତୁ ଏହି ଗର୍ଜନ ଧ୍ୱନି କର୍ଣ୍ଣ ବଧିରକାରୀ ହେଲେ ମଧ୍ୟ ବୀରବତ୍ତରେ ନୁହେଁ। ଅଧିକନ୍ତୁ ପ୍ରଭାତ ସମୟରେ ନିକଟବର୍ତ୍ତୀ ଧର୍ମଶାଳାରୁ ଉତ୍ଥିତ ନାରୀ କଣ୍ଠର ହରେ କୃଷ୍ଣ 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 ହରେ ହରେ, ହରେ ରାମ 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 ହରେ ହରେ କୀର୍ତ୍ତନ ଧ୍ୱନି ସିନ୍ଧୁନାଦ ସହିତ ମିଶି ଏକ ଅପୂର୍ବ କର୍ଣ୍ଣାମୃତର ସାୟନରେ ପରିଣତ ହେଉଛି। କିଛି ଦିନ ସେଠାରେ ରହି ଦେହଟା ଯେପରି ଗୋଟିଏ ଆଦେଶବାହୀ ମୃତ୍ୟୁରେ ପରିଣତ ହୋଇଗଲା। ଦିନ ରାତି ଖଟିବାରେ ରାଜି, ବସି ରହିବାକୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ଆପତ୍ତି ନାହିଁ, ଅନିଦ୍ରାରେ ଅନିଚ୍ଛା ନାହିଁ ଏବଂ ସବୁ ସମୟରେ ଶୋଇ ରହିବାକୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ପ୍ରସ୍ତୁତ। ଆଉ ମନଟା ଯେପରି ଜଣେ ଅବସରପ୍ରାପ୍ତ କର୍ମଚାରୀ, ତାହାର ସେଠାରେ କିଛି କରିବାର ନାହିଁ। ତେବେ ମୁଁ ମଝିରେ ମଝିରେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ସଚେତନ କରୁଥାଏ। ଅର୍ଥାତ୍ ଭାବୁଥିଲି, ଠାକୁର କାହିଁକି ମତେ ନିଜ ଖରଚରେ ଓ ଗରଜରେ ଏଠାକୁ ଆଣିଛନ୍ତି? କାରଣ ଏଠାକାର ସାମାନ୍ୟ କାମଧାମ ପାଇଁ ଯୋଉମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ ହିଁ ଯଥେଷ୍ଟ। ତେବେ ସେବକ ଭାବରେ ମତେ ପୁଣି କାହିଁକି ଆଣିଲେ? ଯାହା ହେଉ, ଏହି ପ୍ରଶ୍ନର ମୀମାଂସା ଆପେ ଆପେ ହୋଇଗଲା। ସେହିଦିନ ଯେଉଁଦିନ ଆସୀନଦା ଜ୍ଞାନଦ ସ୍ୱାମୀ ଅନାଭୂତ ଭାବରେ ଆସି ପହଞ୍ଚିବା ପରେ ଠାକୁର ହରିଦାସଙ୍କୁ ଡାକି କହିଲେ, ବିହାରୀକୁ ଆଉ କିଛି କାମ କରିବାକୁ ହେବ ନାହିଁ। ସେ ଭଲ ଭାବରେ ବୁଲି ଦେଖୁ। ଆସିଛି, ସେବକର ଅଭାବ ରହିଲା ନାହିଁ। ଆଉ ମତେ ଡାକି ବିମଳାକୁ ଶିକ୍ଷାଦାନ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟଟି ଅର୍ପଣ କଲେ ଏବଂ ମଝିରେ ମଝିରେ ମତେ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ କରୁଥିଲେ, ହରିଦାସ ମଠ ଯାଇଥିଲୁ, ଅମୁକଟା ଦେଖିଛୁ। ପୁରୀର ପଞ୍ଚତୀର୍ଥ ସମ୍ବନ୍ଧରେ ସର୍ବପ୍ରଥମେ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ଠାରୁ ଶୁଣିଲି। କାଶୀରେ ପଞ୍ଚତୀର୍ଥ ଅଛି, କିନ୍ତୁ ପୁରୀରେ ଯେ ଅଛି ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଆଉ କେହି କହି ନଥିଲେ। ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦେଶାନୁସାରେ ଏହି ପଞ୍ଚତୀର୍ଥ ଅର୍ଥାତ୍ ଶ୍ରୀ ଶ୍ରୀ ଜଗନ୍ନାଥ ଦେବ ମନ୍ଦିର, ଇନ୍ଦ୍ରଦ୍ୟୁମ୍ନ ସରୋବର, ମାର୍କଣ୍ଡେୟ ସରୋବର, ନରେନ୍ଦ୍ର ସରୋବର ଓ ଚକ୍ରତୀର୍ଥ ପୁରୀଠାରୁ 2 ମାଇଲ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ସମୁଦ୍ରରେ ସୁଭଦ୍ରା ମାଙ୍କ ସ୍ଥଳୀ ଦର୍ଶନ କଲି। ବଙ୍ଗଳାରେ ଅବତାର ଶ୍ରୀ ଶ୍ରୀ ଚୈତନ୍ୟ ଦେବଙ୍କର ଲୀଳା ଓ ଅନେକ ଲୀଳାସ୍ଥଳୀ ମଧ୍ୟ ଏଠାରେ ଦର୍ଶନ ଯୋଗ୍ୟ ସ୍ଥାନ। ତାଙ୍କର ଜନ୍ମ ଓ ଆଦ୍ୟ ଲୀଳା ସ୍ଥାନ ନବଦ୍ୱୀପ ଗଙ୍ଗା ଗର୍ଭରେ ବିଲୀନ ହେବା ଯୋଗୁଁ ସେଠାରେ ଆଉ କିଛି ନାହିଁ। ଯାହା ସମସ୍ତ କଳ୍ପିତ ସୁରଧୀର ସୈକତ ଉପରେ ପୁନର୍ବାର ପ୍ରତିଷ୍ଠିତ ହୋଇଛି। ମା ସୁରଧିନୀ सर्वदा प्रभु महाप्रभुंकर दर्शन संसन करी और तांकर कीर्तन शुणी तृप्त और धन्य हुअन्ति। सेथिपाई तांको तिरोधान परे विरह तापरे तापित होई तांकर आस्थानटिकु हृदय धरी ज्वाला निवारण करने चेष्टा करुछन्ति। पुरुष जाति अपेक्षाकृत भाव कठिन शोक ताप सहनशील बोली बोध हुए समुद्र पुरीर आसनटिकु एपर्यंत आत्मसात करी नाही, तथापि आवेगरे आस्फालन करी छाड़ू नाही। वासुदेव सार्वभौमଙ୍କ गृह, राधाकांत मठ, सिंधव कूल, तोट, गोपीनाथ, हरिदास मठ इत्यादि महाप्रभुंकर लीलास्थान दर्शन करी अतीत कहानी रे मन उद्वेलित होई उठिला। गौरीदास पंडितଙ୍କ जन्मभूमि कालनार जड़े गुरु भाई सहित दिने भक्त वासुदेव सर्वभौमी बाड़ी देखा गली। सेठाकू जाई प्राचीन कहानी स्मरण पूर्वक भावस्थ होई दीर्घ समय पड़ी रहिले। भक्त राधाकांत मठरे महाप्रभुंकर खंडे कंठा, गोटे काठर कमंडलू, हरे काठ पादुका और सही समय 14टी अभर्ग अंधर्भग्न और पूर्णभग्न मृदंग यही पर्यंत अच्छी। एठार ही राय रामानंद स्वरूप दामोदर टिकी माइती और माधवी दासी यही 3.5 जन पार्षद को नहीं महाप्रभु शेष 12 वर्ष गंभीर लीला रे अतिबाहित करथिले। 3.5 जनकर खंडे फोटो थिबार मध्य देखिली। निर्दिष्ट समय आसी प्रसाद पाइबा व्यतीत बसरे मोर आउ कौनसी बाधकतामूलक कर्म नथिला। से समय विमला को शिक्षादान कार्यटी को संपन्न करी। तेणु ठाकुर अबाध प्रसव पाई सारा दिन केवल भ्रमण रे कटाई एवं रात्रि निर्जन रे बसी ठाकुर कथबार्ता शुणी। आउ गोटे समय खूब आनंदर अतिबाहित होइथिला। ठाकुरंकर शिष्य जैनिक पेंशन प्राप्त सर्वजन विराजा बाबू सेठारे घर करी बसवास करबाकू लागिले। से प्रत्यह दिबा 8टारे गुरुदर्शन आसी नाना प्रसंग रे ठाकुरंक सहित आलोचना करुथिले। दिने विरजा बाबूंक प्रश्नर उत्तर रे ठाकुर मुखरू चित्तलय प्रसंग रे शुणु शुणु मते चित्तरे एक अनुभूतक प्रशांति उपलब्ध हुई मन प्राण स्निग्ध होईगला। ए जीवन रे आउ केबे एपरी स्निग्धता अनुभव करी नाही। किछ समय पई आत्महरा होईगली, किंतु एही अनाड़ी मन मधु पाइले मध्य गोटे जगह बसी मधुपान करी चारिआडे घूरी बुलिबा तार स्वभाव। किछि दिन पर आउ गोटे भाव उपस्थित होला। भाबिली एठारे बसी ठाकुरंकर अन्न ध्वंस करिबा छड़ा मोर आउ विशेष किछि काम नाही। आउ लीलास्थान मान दर्शन रे खूब आनंद मिले ताहा अनुभव करिछि। तेणु नवदीप जाई ठाकुरंकर जन्मस्थान बुली आसिले भल हुअंता नहीं कि? फाल्गुन चैत्र मासरे गरम पड़ी
जय गुरु मां रखुछि।
जय गुरु।
Jai Guru. We are reading the experiences of Bihari Bhai about his experience in Samidani and when he visited Puri with Thakur Maharaj. I could not go to Baguda as I didn't get well in time. I went straight to Bhawal Samilani. Although it was 8th edition of Bhakta Samilani, it was the first time both sannyasis and Gruhi Bhaktas participated in Samilani. Initially, we could not realize that Thakur Maharaj planned Samilani like this for a specific reason. Normally, Thakur Maharaj says that he does certain things when he gets inspiration for it. In the Samilani, followers from different walks of life who have never met each other are interacting like they know each other very well and share their experiences and behave as if they are all sons of the same God. People are sharing and using each other's stuff without any restriction. The only expectation is to return it at the same place from where it was taken, just to maintain some discipline. Otherwise, it is not easy to find stuff where 300 people are living together. One is known to other like Dada. Even if someone is knowledgeable or respectful, you will not know about it through their activities. People meet each other very affectionately and welcome with Joy Guru name and reach out as if they know each other very well, although they might not have ever met. It feels as if we are in a different world. People might not have met each other, uh, but have just known their good qualities. But that does not deter them from praising them before. It can even happen that you are praising the same person to whom you are talking, as you have never met them before. It is not that all are loving and generous of the same degree. However, when someone out of habit shows hatred or selfish nature, they quickly correct it and match their behavior with 10 others. People show the same process, same liking, and the same action because of the influence of. No one is behaving like an independent person. Rather, they show the same behavior in their group. For example, भाई ମୋ କଥା ଶୁଭୁଛି? People show the same process, same liking, and the same action because of the influence of that one person. No one is behaving like an independent person. Rather, they show the same behavior in the group. For example, just when one chants Joy Guru emotionally, or when someone sings a song, everyone else around there gets up. If it had been some other place, people would have complained for disturbing their sleep. Some people are singing the song, others are listening to the song throughout the night. Everybody helped in supporting one's emotion towards Thakur Maharaj. People participated in this out of free will, and everyone felt the same emotion because of the influence of that one person. There has been so many meetings and discussions in the country to promote unity and brotherhood. But however, although there is nothing like this here, everyone here believes that brotherhood can be established in spite of differences. Ashwini Da and Adinath Da from Dhaka has participated in this ceremony. They look like two brothers because of their physical features. But later, I realized that Ashwini Bhai is the sub-judge and Adinath Bhai is just one of their junior employees. How can you know anyone's status here? Normally, you would know while they are working or while they are eating. Only cooking is done by Brahmins. However, for all other tasks, there is no segregation based on class. People are doing all tasks that are assigned to them. Nobody feels like ordering another person. Also, there is no norm of having food in a place based on your caste. So there is no way of knowing the class difference between Ashwini Da and Adinath Da. I do not think I can measure what everyone has achieved by attending Samlani after paying 5 rupees. I can explain it by giving an example. In 1337 Sal, during Moyanamati Samlani's last day, when Bhaktas started to leave, Khani Bhai said that he is feeling as if he is losing one of his ribs every time someone is leaving. We just supported his emotions with tears in our eyes. He again said, please stay here for some days and I will bear all the expenses for that. On the first day, we discussed the income and expenses of the Matha and Ashram as well as all the activities. On second day, we interacted with the followers, and on third day, the discussion was open to general public. We discussed Swabalambana, Brahmacharya, ideal householder life. After the Samlani, Thakur Maharaj took me to Puri. During the journey, he gave Diksha or initiation to Jagat Babu in Dhaka. Then Thakur Maharaj left for Mahadevpur while I stayed at Ashwini Bhai's place. On a specific day, I went to Goelanand and joined Thakur Maharaj. I felt like home when I reached Puri. There is not much work here like in Matha. The biggest task here is to get groceries and cooking food for Thakur Maharaj. The place is very nice. We stayed at number 3 Girikutir. It was a lonely place and Jagannath temple was nearby. And the sea was also close by. But the sound of sea, although very loud, was not irritating. We can also hear the chant of Hare Krishna, Hare Rama from the nearby Dharamsala. I turned into an obedient servant after staying there for some time. I was ready to cook, work hard, or just spend time sitting, or was just fine to stay away for long hours or spend time just sleeping. And my heart became one of a retired employee. It had no role to play, although I pinned it once in a while to keep it alert. I used to think, why Thakur Maharaj has got me here by spending on me? There were already enough workers here. Why did he get me here? I got my answer when Ashwini Da or Pragyananda Swami came and Thakur Maharaj said, "Do not give Bihari any more tasks. Allow him to do some sightseeing." Thakur Maharaj also gave me the task of teaching Mala, and once in a while inquired whether I have seen different places like Haridas Math. I was not aware that Puri had 5 sacred places just like Kashi. As per Thakur Maharaj's order, I visited 5 sacred places like Jagannath Temple, Indradumna Lake, Markandeya Lake, Narendra Lake, and Chakratirtha, which is 2 miles from Puri and was the place of Ma Subhadra's mother. There are also several spots where Chaitanya Dev played his eternal games. There are no longer any places to visit in Navadvip where he took bath, as it got flooded and submerged by river because of river Ganga. Whatever remaining, it is reconstructed in Suradhini cycle. The house of Vasudev Sarvabhauma, Radhakanta Matha, Siddha Bakula, Tota Gopinath, Haridas Matha, I was able to visit all of them and realize its history. I accompanied one of my spiritual brothers from Kalna to visit the birthplace of Vasudev Sarvabhauma. He went into trance there, remembering the historical facts of that place. I could see Mahaprabhu's quilt, his wooden pot, his wooden slippers, and also saw 14 mrudangs which were intact or either broken partially or fully. It was the place where 3.5 followers of Mahaprabhu, Rai Ramanand, Swarupa Damodar, Sikhi Moiti, and Madhavi Dasi stayed with him for 12 years. I also saw their pictures there. I had no task other than coming to Kutira to have prasad. I used to complete the task of teaching at that time, teaching Vimala at that time. So I used to spend the day in sightseeing and the evenings in listening to talks of Thakur Maharaj. One of his followers, retired Subjudge Biraja Babu, had moved to a nearby place. He visited Thakur Maharaj every day at 8 a.m. to see him and talk to him. While answering to a question from Biraja Babu, when Thakur Maharaj answered questions related to controlling one's chitta, I felt a great sense of tranquility that I had never felt before. I felt as if I'm wasting food here and doing nothing else. I also enjoyed a lot by visiting these sacred places. Jai Guru.
मन कथा किछि कहिबा गारु तुमे बुझिथा अंतर मोर मन कथा किछि कहिबा गारु तुमे बुझिथा अंतर मोर मोठरु राग झरिबा गरु तुमे तो सुना मधुर स्वर मोठरु राग झरिबा गरु तुमे तो सुना मधुर सुर भल पाइबनी कहिबा गरु तुमे कहि दियो मु तुमारा भल पाइबनी कहिबा गरु तुमे कहि दियो मु तुमारा प्रेममय तुम आदर धन रे प्रेममय तुम आदर धन रे आसी पूर्ण कर हृदय मोर आसी पूर्ण कर हृदय मोर मन कथा किछि कहिबा गरु तुमे बुझ বুঝিথা অন্তর মোরা মন কথা কিছু কহিবা আগরু তুমি বুঝিথা অন্তর মোরা দেবী বলে কিছু মনে যেবেছি তুম পাশ যাই ভাবি নিজর দেবী বলে কিছু মনে যেবেছি তুম পাশ যাই ভাবি নিজর तुमरी स्नेह आशीष झरण तुमरी स्नेह आशीष झरण झरी पड़े प्रिय मथरे मोरा झरी पड़े प्रिय मथरे मोरा मन कथा किछि कहिबा आगरु तुमे बुझिथा अंतर मोरा मन कथा किछि कहिबा आगरु तुमे बुझिथा अंतर मोरा भावर जरा भावर ठाकुर अभाव खबर सब बुझ मोरा भावर जरा भावर ठाकुर अभाव खबर सब बुझ मोरा भावर तरंगे दुख दुनियार भावर तरंगे दुख दुनियार सकल भाव करिछ दूर सकल भाव करिछ दूर मन कथा किछि कहिबा गरु तुमे बुझिथा अंतर मोरा मन कथा किछि कहिबा गरु तुमे बुझिथा अंतर मोरा मो मन ठाकुर एमिति ठाकुर बांछ कल्पतर शिव सुंदर मो मन ठाकुर एमिति ठाकुर बांछ कल्पतर शिव सुंदर मो मन ठाकुर एमिति ठाकुर बांछ कल्पतर शिव सुंदर मो मन ठाकुर एमिति ठाकुर बांछ कल्पतर शिव सुंदर चाहिदेले सब शून्य हुए पूर्ण चाहिदेले सब हुए पूर्ण चरणे घेना मो कोटि जुहारा चरणे घेना मो कोटि जुहारा मन कथा किछि कहिबा आगरु तुमे बुझिथा अंतर मोरा मन कथा किछि कहिबा आगरु तुमे बुझिथा अंतर मोरा मोठरू राग झरिबा गरु तुमे तो सुना मधुर सुर मोठरू राग झरिबा गरु तुमे तो सुना मधुर सुर मन कथा किछि कहिबा गरु तुमे बुझिथा अंतर मोरा तुमे बुझिथा अंतर मोरा।
जय गुरु। संसार पथे many say men see women primarily as objects of desire. Just like a glutton gets attracted to food, men's attraction for women are driven by similar forces. In reality, that's far from being correct. That's just an auxiliary reason. Primary differences in attributes of men and women is the main reason behind those attractions. Knowledge, chief part of Brahma, is developed more in men, hence they are naturally attracted more towards knowledge, whereas the bliss, Anand part of Brahma, is better developed in men, hence they are attracted more towards devotion. However, the Shiv and Anand are attracted to each other equally to be complete. Because of this fundamental reason, men and women are attracted to each other. Human beings fail to progress on the path of spirituality due to lack of understanding of these fundamental causes behind these attractions and by treating each other as objects of pleasure. Hence, Hindu sages have established the foundations of householders' life on the above discussed principle. Therefore, a Hindu wife remains the religious partner, Swadharmini, to her husband. There were also righteous intent behind the worship of young women, Kishori Bhajan, etc., by Vaishnavas, those who worship Lord Vishnu. Complete bliss is attained with an amalgam of knowledge of the conscious and divine bliss, Pranam. When man and woman with practice unite, this feeling is realized. When men and women go beyond these attributes, there is no difference between them. At that point, all become unified. It is a mistake to bring equality outwardly without establishing this unification. Women will surely be protected by men and will bear children. Hence, they naturally are soft-hearted compared to men. Equality could never be established in the physical manifestation of any of the worldly objects. Equality must be established in the foundational elements. Any attempt to bring external equality will bring destruction. The women who are attracted to their husbands due to their external looks or other attributes are not austere. For if they see more of the same in someone else, they will get attracted to the other person. Those who are attracted to their husbands simply inspired by a divine force are qualified as real austere women. Life will be deemed complete when nature of a child, vigor of a youth, and intellect of an elder, all these three attributes manifest in one place or in someone. Jai Guru.
जय गुरु हमरो जी समय विशेष नहीं सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विथ संघ सेवक रीडिंग इन द मॉर्निंग कहउचंती ए संसार को हमें आसीने टू लिव लाइक एनिमल्स पशु भाव आहार निद्रा भय मैथुन जो चारिटा बेसिक ये अच्छे इनक्लिनेशन समस्त थाए से पशुत्व बोली कह जाए से पशुत्व धरिक रहा आम आसीनु एटा होची मानवर कर्मभूमि कर्मभूमि हिसाब रे आम जहाँ करिबा ता पाइबा कृपा को भी किए डिफाइन करती कर बा जहाँ करेंगे से पाइबे किंतु आम भितरे जमती देव असुरंकर संग्राम लगिथिला अनलिमिटेड अनफिनिश्ड एवरलास्टिंग संग्राम आमर सेमती संग्राम चलछि प्रवृत्ति सहित निवृत्तिर भोग सहित त्यागर इत्यादि इत्यादि आम जो संग्राम गुड़ा रही जाऊे जदि आम आम भीतर संग्राम रे असुर माने जयलाभ कले ताले आम निम्नगामी हो देव माने जयलाभ कले ऑब्वियसली आम ऊर्ध्वगामी होगा तेणु से कहते आम जदि देव भावापन्न होई तांकु प्रार्थना करिबा ताहले से आम हाथ धरिकी से जगह को से नहीं जिबे तेणु आमर तीनटा जिनस ये से कहते आम दरकार से आम सब दृढ़ विश्वास रहा दरकार जे आम ठाकुर लोक आउ सी आमको एठी तांकर गोटे किसी काम करने नहीं कि आसचंती थर्ड थिंग है तांकर से जो काम तापाई से आमको प्रेरणा जोगौछंती और शक्ति भी देइछंती एई चिंता करिबा आउ एई चिंता करू करू जदि तांको चिंतारे विभोर होइकी रहिबा ताहले धीरे धीरे आम तांकर कौन काम से कौन तांकर काम आमको एठू आनिछन सेटा भी धीरे धीरे बुझी परिबा तेणु भावना रे गोटे प्रॉब्लम हला जंती अहं भाव न आसे अहं भावटा आसीगले सेटा सब पंड करदब तापर गोटे जगह भक्तिर गोटे भल सुंदर डेफिनेशन देइछंती आपण साधन धारा हला भक्ति पथरे ज्ञान लाभ सेटा हला हम साधन धारा तांको सहित आत्मिक जोगाजोगटा को हमर जोग बोली कहा जाए तांको कथा सब मन रे चिंता कले मनटा शुद्ध हुए तांको कथा सब आम चिंता करवा आउ किछि ध्यान धारणा किछि न कले भी तांको कथा चिंता करी तांको काम रे जदि विभोर रही गले ताहले हम चित्तटा शुद्ध भाव धारण करिवो वन ऑफ द वेज भगवत प्राप्ति पाई जो किंबा कौन से सत्य वस्तु प्राप्ति पाई तीव्र पिपासा होछि मुमुक्षुत्व ताको भक्ति भी कहा जाए ये जो सत्य वस्तु प्राप्ति पाई हमर तीव्र पिपासा से सत्य वस्तु ही श्री गुरुदेव जानिबाटा हला ज्ञान आ तांको पाया पाई जो काम सब करवा सेटा हला कर्म तेणु यही कर्म ज्ञान भक्ति ये तीनटे जिनसर सम्मिश्रण रे हमर साधनाटा पर्यवेसित होइछि तांको आमे कंप्लीटली माने सर्वदा चिंता करिबा से किए जानिबा को चेष्टा करिबा से गुडा कहला ज्ञान आउे कर्म हला सी जो काम कले तांको कथा सब चिंता हबो तांको काम करी हबो सेटा हला कर्म ये तीनटा आगते मिसई करी करी चलिबा दैट विल गाइड अस देयर हम समय ही जाइछि तेणु जिबा विल स्टार्ट यंग एस्पिरेंट्स सेशन आई सी यू हैव प्रार्थना संगीत व्हेन यू आर रेडी जय गुरु
जय गुरु हे दयालु हे दरदी हे चिरा सुंदर हे दयालु हे दरदी हे चिरा सुंदर तुम्हें सत्य तुम्हें नित्य तुम्हें सत्य तुम्हें नित्य तुम्हें साथी वो जन्म जन्म तुम्हें साथी वो जन्म दुलारी हे चिर सुंदरा तुम्हें मधुर रागिनी छंद तुम्हें पूजांत कुसुम गंध तुम्हें मधुर रागिनी छंद तुम्हें पूजांत कुसुम गंध तुम्हें भगतार भगवान तुम्हें जीवन प्रियतमा तुम्हें शांत तुम्हें अनंत तुम्हें स्वप्न कामनार हे दयालु हे दरदी हे चिर सुंदर तुम्हें संध्या गगने तारा तुम्हें प्रणय प्रीति दारा तुम्हें संध्या गगने तारा तुम्हें प्रणय प्रीति दारा भगवती आकाश जन्म तुम्हें कोई तुम्हें शक्ति तुम्हें मुक्ति तुम्हें गुंजन मधुकर हे दयालु हे वरदी हे चिर सुंदर तुम्हें नवीन अरुण रंग तुम्हें सागरे नील तरंग तुम्हें नवीन अरुण रंग तुम्हें सागरे नील तरंग तुम्हें भगत जन आराध्य क्षमचिते मोर आराधा तुम्हें पिता तुम्हें माता तुम्हें बंधु सखा हे दयालु हे दरदी हे चिर सुंदर हे दयालु हे दरदी हे चिर सुंदर तुम्हें सत्य तुम्हें नित्य तुम्हें सत्य तुम्हें नित्य तुम्हें साथी हो जन्म जन्मर तुम्हें साथी हो जन्म जन्मर हे दयालु हे दरदी हे चिर सुंदर जय गुरु
Joy Guru, young aspirants, Marg and Bhai and Thakura, dear Thakura. This is Vijay Bhai. I have the wonderful opportunity to interact with the young aspirants today, coordinate this session. And then, we'll have, before we start the discussion part of it, let's take attendance. Aditi?
By Joy Guru, Aditi has not joined today. Joy Guru.
Okay. Adhyasa? Aishi?
जय गुरु
Joy Guru Ma. Anik? Ans Babu?
जय गुरु
Yes. Anso?
भाई जय गुरु नाई से तो कॉलेज पढ़ेलानी जॉब न रहउछ और जॉइन कर पाने नाई जय गुरु
Arnav? Jeet Babu?
जय गुरु
Jai Guru. Aaron?
भाई आरोन जॉइन कर जॉइन भाई आरएस भी जॉइन कर
आगे 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 आर्यन जेमू
जय गुरु
दिव्यम दिव्यम दिव्यांश
जय गुरु
ईवा
भाई जय गुरु से कॉलेज रे अच्छी भाई से जॉइन कर करनी
आगे आगे जागृत
जय गुरु
नैतिक
जय गुरु भाई
बाबू प्रत्युषा
जय गुरु भाई भाई
जय गुरु भाई
बाबू तानवी
जय गुरु भाई
सारस्वत
जय गुरु भाई
बाबू सार्थक भक्तिमा
जय गुरु भाई
बॉबी भाई
जय गुरु भाई
शिल्पी श्रेयमा एनी
जय गुरु भाई
श्रेयसी मानु
जय गुरु भाई
श्रेयान
जय गुरु
बाबू इमरान
जय गुरु भाई
रिजा
जय गुरु भाई
सुहानी युक्ता
जय गुरु भाई
Well, I forgot who sang the song. I was looking for tell your name again and then explain. You sang it so well, and there's such deeper meaning in what you sang, and you did it with as though it was coming such from within what you were singing for us and for Thakura and then for us. Could you kindly expand on what you understood, what we should, understand from the song that is the Prarthana, the prayer song, please?
Jai Guru, my name is Aishi, and the meaning of the song is that this song is expressing the many incredible attributes of Thakura. You are very kind, compassionate, and very loving. You are the start and the origin of everything. You are endless, limitless, and the absolute truth. You are the song, and you are the tune of the song. You are the sweet smell of the blooming flower. You are the star, the moon, sun, and the ocean. You are everywhere. You are my father, mother, brother, friend, my everything. You are the source of all power and energy. You are showing us the path of liberation and salvation. Please forgive my mistakes and bless me to be able to serve you. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, how wonderful. One of the things we do is to acknowledge Thakura's presence, in our life, in all aspects of our life. I think, we're so fortunate that Aishi sang this song so well and explained, sort of acknowledging everything that Thakura is. Today's session will be related to that. When I spoke with Ushama and I asked her, can you tell me what I should be focusing on? The immediate thing to do is to find a section. So as I'm reading Nigama Upadesa Thakur's teachings, to find the areas that have appealed to me, summarize it and just speak, and then discuss, ask a few questions and get done. But I thought I would do, and Ushama said that I think we have an opportunity to everything that we are doing in the young aspirant sessions should be related to what happens in the lives of the young aspirants the rest of the week, at home and at school, with their friends in the playground, wherever they are. So that's what I think we will devote it to. How is what we discuss, what we read, what we pray for, related to life the rest of the times. So that's what we'll focus on. And if time permits, and I want it to be a conversation, I want it to be interactive, and then we will go into what I would like to share something, what Thakur has in his book of advice, teachings, has said something that really appealed to me related to what we are going to discuss, and Thakur's teaching, a sense of Thakur's teaching as it applies to our day-to-day life as young aspirants. We all are young aspirants, as young aspirants. And I will ask you as to, anyway, let me hold that thought. So let's see if you can express as to how what we do and what we learn during puja at home, during our prayer, when our parents read something and we understand. Sometimes it's in English, sometimes it's in Odia, or we discuss things during prayer times or during young aspirant sessions. So how has it helped you while in school, while in with friends, in the playground? So what are the things that we discuss in the young aspirant sessions has helped you outside the environment of young aspirants as you live your life? So maybe one of the things we could do is you could just ask randomly, but we can start maybe somebody from young and then go to one of the older young aspirants, the ones even who are teaching or leading the sessions, not teaching, leading the sessions and discussions, then come back to the rest of us. So one of the younger young aspirants, could you tell as to how what you have learned, what you have discussed is helping you, let's say in school, let's say when you are with your friends? Anything that comes to your mind? I'll call if I don't hear a response. Srijama?
In daycare, something that what I'm learning is that to be disciplined and learning from Thakur's teachings, what he has given us to learn, and also lead a good spiritual life. Daycare.
Yeah, more discipline. That's so wonderful, and we'll talk about how that is. Shrita said that more discipline and more spiritual life. Thinking and not just doing things without thinking, and how it applies to Thakur's teachings and what I'm trying to become. So discipline is something that helps you to what you want to become, what you want to achieve, what you want to say no to, or what you want to say yes to, and what you distinguish it from what you want to say no to. One more young aspirant. Divyam, how what you learn or what we discuss in the young aspirant sessions is helping you at school or with your friends or life outside. Hans Babu? You can give an example of.
Jai Guru, some things that I learned from young aspirants that I put into like my school life is like doing japa and just making, like, let's say I've been irritated for some reason or I'm really worried for some reason in school, I can just think about Thakura, kind of get that mindset of being calm and focused. Jai Guru.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's so nice, yes. Control, you don't react immediately, and then suddenly there is this power in you that is calming you down and saying, yeah, everything will be all right. I have Thakura in me, and I have Thakura guiding me. And I think that's a big benefit of having Thakura in our lives and being part of this young aspirant sessions where everything that we feel gets reinforced, and so that we go stronger out into the world. Yuktama?
Thank you. So, when we talk about the yamas and niyamas, I don't remember the exact name of them, but there's one that talks about non-stealing, and I think that one has helped me the most because in like my language arts class, we usually have to write essays and make responses about like poems and stuff, and I really take pride in what I write because I didn't steal it, and I'm like, I don't have to be guilty that I stole it. Jai Guru.
What a lovely example. You mentioned about, Srijama talked about discipline. We have talked about Yama and Niyama. And, you don't have to know all of it about it and what each of them mean. It just means that to be, again, a more disciplined life so that what's inside you and what's outside you, is principled. It's the principle, living a more principled life based on discipline, the Yama and the Niyamas. I think what you gave an example is that I'm going to live a more righteous life. And it's wonderful to know that attending or participating in Sangha is just not one, realizing that there are so many of us, young aspirants, trying to follow that path is a wonderful thing that I'm going to, through the learnings, I'm going to be with myself so that I will decide or I will choose the right from the wrong. So this ability to choose from the right or wrong, what is it called otherwise? The ability to choose from, and what is inside you that is not there in other species, animal species. It's called conscience. Living a disciplined life means you act according to the promptings of your conscience. That is something that is divine in you or godly in you as a belonging to the human species. Let me now go to particularly the little older young aspirants, and let me ask through examples or by just taking a few minutes. There is no rush. Today I told myself I'm not going to rush and to listen intently to each of us while we speak. So let me start with Bhaktima. Bhaktima, how, you have, I have seen you as a little girl and you have participated very, well in all the young aspirant sessions, and your family has brought you in, all the interest and brought you in. So how has participating young aspirants through your prayer sessions in the morning and, in the evenings and then young aspirant sessions, how has they helped you through high school or middle school, high school and college? Same thing for, Anima. And so let me start with Bhaktima.
Jai Guru. So attending pujas and young aspirant sessions throughout school, in the past it's been helpful, and like we've learned through so many stories and examples and different readings, different concepts on how to be a good human being, how to remain focused, how to remain calm, how to like learn about different examples of different people in different situations. And I think those can be directly applicable in our day-to-day lives.
Yes, that's good. That's good. Do you have any example where, I think the young aspirant sessions, what we have learned and Thakur's teaching have come to use for you?
I think a few years back, we were talking about sutras of happiness and how I think one big example, like one big lesson I took from then is like don't be as judgmental towards others, and like think about each person is unique and they have their own ideas, path in life and everything. And so our experience is not the same as others. So that's something we should keep in mind when we talk to other people and before we make any assumptions.
That's very good. Thank you so much. Anima, based on what Bhakti said, I want to elaborate, take a few minutes before you speak. The other day this morning I was reading, what Thakur's advice to common people. In there, it talks about the vastness of the universality of the Hindu religion. Hindu is a recent coinage. What we are termed as, our spiritual path is all embracing is called Sanatana Dharma, the eternal religion. So it includes everything, everybody, and all paths, except even though we realize there is only one divine, there is only one God, and there is one Dharma. We might come to Dharma later. But that's what, when Bhakti is talking about makes us less judgmental. That does not mean we will not distinguish between right and wrong, but it is the acceptance of the other and not judge, not criticize, but live a path of righteousness, be the example that others can follow. I think is something that we gain from our Sangha and from the Thakur's teachings. Not that we are always successful, not that we are always able to do it, but at least the effort. And the other thing, like today, Gyan Bhai, is very fond of saying, Kora Pa, do and get. I'm more the type where I rely on Thakur more than probably most others, because I think my Kora is very limited. And so whatever happens is because of his blessings, Krupa. Krupa is his blessings. And so another thing is that a lot of the things that happens in our lives is because of the blessings of Thakur, and not just by virtue of doing, but by doing we attract Thakur's attention and his blessings. And I think that's what something we learn through young aspirant sessions and our discussions. And there is also joy in coming together. When we go to Samlayani, we learn things, but the joy of seeing each other, the joy of acknowledging, or sharing how things have been, how are you, and then, acknowledging each other in the Sangha itself fills us with happiness. I think that's another takeaway from belonging to the Sangha and the belonging to young aspirants. In my mind, if you disagree, let me know. And if you agree, we'll talk more about it. But let me go to Anima. Anima?
Jai Guru Bhai, you took one of mine, but I wanted to say that I feel like there are so many ways that I think being a part of the Sangha and having our YA session, the topics we talk about, have influenced my life in a positive way. I think the first and biggest one is that I feel that I've become very, very organized. And I think that's in large part due to seeing how, Thakur has said, every week, or you meet during Pacha Chakra, you have a program, you have a plan essentially for what you're going to talk about. Before that session is done, you just decide on a time and who's house where you're going to congregate for the next time. So you're essentially planning again, and each time you're doing the same like list of sevas, but for each one you're told to prepare and give your best to each one. At the end, you're not asked, but encouraged to beg for forgiveness for any mistakes you might have made. I think each of those things, there's such a deep meaning in doing all of that. And when you apply that, so for instance, I'm working now, preparation is so key to doing really well at work, and all of the things that I think we emulate during our Sangha Pujas, Patachakras, any of that, I think has been really helpful for me to stand out and show how organized I am, how committed, how seriously I take things. So I think that's a big way. And the other one, Bhai, which you were talking about is, to me, I think the line that speaks the most to me is Guru Krupahi Kevaram. And I've definitely seen that unfold in my life. You know, often we're asked, or successful people even are asked, I feel more often, is how much of your success would you attribute to luck and how much to hard work? And by far, I think everyone says, yes, there's some sense of luck in there. But what Thakur is showing us is that you can create that luck for yourself. And he's given us the steps, like what are the things we should prioritize so that we can feel his blessings. And that is what luck is in our lives. So I think that's a huge way where I've told myself hard work, and then you leave the rest to him, and then you will always, reap his blessings. So, Jai Guru.
Joy Guru. That's wonderful. Thank you, Anima. Anyone else who wants to share before I ask all names? Anybody else after feeling inspired, or your thoughts, you have taken some time to gather your thoughts and you want to be able to share, come along, come forward.
Teachers, this is Shannon.
Yes,
I feel like all of Thakur's teachings help in school and everywhere. Suppose if I'm scared, I can Jai. And if I have trouble sleeping, then I can try Jai.
that is wonderful. You mentioned about chanting Joy Guru. That's something very unique to all of us. Thakur's blessings is that he has given us a name and a very pure, blessed, enlightened word that if we repeat, it helps us concentrate and helps us get closer to him, realize him in us. So he is in us, but sometimes, we have to light that little spark to be able to see his form and see him inside us. And by taking the name and chanting it, consciously, unconsciously, and making it our own, strengthens us and makes us feel who we are in a better way. So one of the things, I didn't have growing up young aspirant sessions, but the only thing that I knew was Joy Guru. And I have heard others also say that, whether I'm very happy, and mostly when I'm sad or when I'm afraid, I say Joy Guru. And I think that fills us with strength, that fills us with hope. So when you're having trouble sleeping, when you say Joy Guru, you calm down your mind. That means you're realizing Thakur in you. And so that's wonderful. Another habit, addressing Ushama's question, is that having Joy Guru name, come to us and practicing the Joy Guru mantra, the chanting of that makes a huge difference in our life. Anyone else? Manu? Shreyati?
Jai Guru, can you repeat the question?
The question is what you learn as a young aspirant in the young aspirant sessions, or even at home, speaking with Ma when Ma reads something and she discusses something, or Dad. What in the young aspirant sessions and the prayer sessions at home, how is it helps you, or how it influences you at school or life outside?
Jai Guru, just
learning all these things really teaches me how to better myself as a human, be kind, be compassionate, be honest. I think those are some of the most important things that you can have in life.
Wonderful. That's exactly what, yeah. What she's saying, it just helps me to be a better human being. Could you repeat what you said when you said, if you can still remember, being a better human being? You did say about, conscience, but what else did you say?
Jagra, I said about how one of probably the most important things in life is to be a good human and always be trying to better yourself, being more compassionate, more truthful, more passionate, have more dedication, because when you have all of this, then you will always find yourself on the right path. Jagra.
Wonderful. That comes to, we'll use this to conclude this 10:33, maybe another 2 or 3 minutes we have. Thakura's teaching can be summarized into one sentence or a couple of sentences. Thakura is saying, try to become a good human being. So when you are in the path of becoming better, you are trying. And then being a better human being. How will you know that you are trying to be a better human being? What are you trying to be? And we'll talk a little bit about conscience if time permits. Go ahead, Ma. How do you know that you are trying to be? What is the measuring stick, or what is in your mind it is that you are a better human being?
So I feel like it's important to focus on your weakest spots, and when you can acknowledge and start working on your weakest spots. For me, that was telling the truth all the time, being honest. And when you can focus on your weakness and focus on bettering that specific part of yourself, I feel like that's when you can start saying that I have bettered myself as a human.
Wonderful, Ma. Thank you. So Ushama, I will tell her, when we have a chance to discuss the young aspirants, I think everybody will agree here that participating in young aspirant sessions, in the prayer sessions at home and outside in Patachakras, is having a beneficial influence on our lives. In a very simple way, I'm forgetting which discussion, which session, that when I came into Sangha in the United States, in India, I was just running around, eating, playing, and it's only whatever I have learned is through you all in young aspirants and outside, also in young aspirants, is that you are a good human being when you're kind to your sister or your brother, and they think that what a wonderful brother or sister I have. Your parents think you are such a wonderful little child. Your friends think you are a good friend. Your teachers think you are a good student. The person who cleans the room or opens the gate for you thinks that you are a good person, you acknowledge. And there are few things that we learn at school. I'll just, end by asking, discussing this, asking Rajawai for 2 or 3 minutes more. What are the things we learn at school that are similar to what we discuss or what we do? What word or what phrase they tell you from kindergarten or pre-kindergarten that is related to what we have discussed, trying to be a good human being? So what are those phrases that we use a lot? And we have been told to do that. That is related to our effort to be a good human being, to be a good disciple of Thakura Nigamananda. What's a phrase that you should, and why is that important? What are words or what are phrases? A couple of them. What comes to mind that you have been told at school? Simran, what is it your teacher has told to learn to say? When somebody does something, go ahead.
Thakura says to always be truthful, even though you always don't want to be. And my teacher always says that. and then like be honest and truthful, speaker.
Jai Guru. What is it, a little older young aspirants, what is it that you have been told, when somebody does something for you, what do you say? What phrase do you say when somebody does something good to you or helps you in something? What do you say? What 2 words, magic words you say when somebody does something for you?
Jai Guru, you say thank you.
Yes, you say thank you. And so we do that to Thakura, we do that to people around us. Thank you. When you do something that you shouldn't have or you hurt somebody's feelings, what is the word you say?
Jai Guru, you say I'm sorry.
Yes, say I'm sorry. That really does not make you anything less. That uplifts you when you acknowledge. And we do that with Thakura. And then from Thakura, we take it to the rest of the world when we say, I'm sorry. And there's another word we say is please. And then, that's getting attention in a positive way. I think I've taken the time that I asked. Maybe this is what I will do. If it is okay with you, young aspirants, let Ushama know or Brajabhai know. And I would like to, hereafter any opportunity I have, to be able to relate what we do in young aspirant sessions, how it is going to impact your life or how it impacts your life in a positive way. And as to how what we learn here in our Sangha is applicable to all aspects, different all types of people that we associate with, irrespective of what their spiritual path is. So we are more encompassing by belonging to the Sangha, by belonging to the the spiritual path that is called the Hindus. All right, thank you so much. I think I'll now hand it over to I think it's Bhava Vinimay next. Thank you, young aspirant. Thank you, Brajavai.
Jai Guru. I am blessed and lucky to have the opportunity to say my Bhava Vinimay today. This past week, I finished my first semester of my senior year and has been a successful one with the help of Thakura. As I embark on finishing up my last semester of the school year, I sincerely hope Thakura will be by my side to make the end of high school the best it can be. As colleges start to release their decisions within the next few weeks and months, I feel a little bit anxious, but I know that Thakura will put me on the path that he believes is best for me. This has helped me stay more patient, as I know Thakura will never point me towards the wrong direction. Throughout high school, I've been truly honored to have Thakura by my side. I don't think I would have been as successful without his help. When schoolwork or extracurriculars have become overwhelming or tedious, I chant the Jai Guru mantra in mind to help me stay more calm and peaceful. Thakura continues to push me to my best and to find the bright side of things continuously. Balancing many classes, extracurriculars, and volunteering wasn't easy all the time, but I was able to push through with the blessings of Thakura. With all these changes that are going to be happening this year that include graduating and living on my own, I pray to Thakura that he continues to provide me the same profound guidance that he's always given me. I will need Thakura now more than ever, and I know that he will be there for me no matter what. I know that I may or may not be able to devote as much time as I do now, like attending pujas in the morning and evening daily, but I completely plan on using that time to at least read my Bharshapatra to help me continue to get closer to Thakura. I've been very consistent in reading it this past year, as it has given me the motivation in the mornings to have a successful day. I pray to Thakura to help me become a better person. I truly enjoy learning more about him every day through his books and letters. I aim to apply his teachings to my life, whether it be at home or at school. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Sri Thakura Bhai Mane. Aji ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ମନକୁ ପାଳି ଭାବ ବିନିମୟ କରୁଛି ସେଥିରେ। ମୁଁ ଆଜି କହିବାକୁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିବି କି ମୋର ଏଇ ବର୍ଷର ଅନୁଭୂତି କ'ଣ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କର ସେବା କରିବାରେ, ଆଉ ମୁଁ କ'ଣ ସବୁ ଶିଖିଛି, ଆଉ ଆସନ୍ତା ବର୍ଷ ପାଇଁ ମୋର କ'ଣ ଗୋଲ୍ ରଖିଛି। ମୁଁ ଛୋଟ ପିଲାଟା ହେଲା ପରେ ଯେତେ ସବୁ ମୋର ଫ୍ରି ସମୟ ଥିଲା ଆଗରୁ ଯାହା ମୁଁ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ସେବାରେ ବି ଯାହା ଲଗେଇବାକୁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଥିଲି ସମୟ ସବୁ ସେ ପିଲାର ତାର ଖ୍ୟାଲ ରଖିବାରେ ଯାଉଛି। ଯଦି ମୋ ପାଖରେ x ମିନିଟ୍ ଥାଏ ତାକୁ x+1 ମିନିଟ୍ ଦରକାର। ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଏବେ ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ମେଣ୍ଟେନାନ୍ସ ମୋଡରେ ଅଛି ବହୁତ ଜିନିଷରେ। ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କର ସେବାରେ ମୋର ଖାଲି ଆବସଲ୍ୟୁଟ ମିନିମମ୍ କାମ ମୁଁ ଯେତିକି ପ୍ରତିଦିନ ପୂଜା କରିବାରେ କି ଯାହା ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ସେବା କରିବାରେ ଯାଏ ସେତିକି ମୁଁ ଦେଇପାରୁଛି। ସେଇଟା ଟିକେ କିଛି ଦିନ ହେଲା କଷ୍ଟ ହଉଛି, କିନ୍ତୁ ଯେତିକି ମିନିମମ୍ ଦରକାର ସେତିକି କରିବାକୁ ମୁଁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛି। ଛୋଟ ପିଲାଟା ଯେତେବେଳେ ବଡ ହୁଏ ବହୁତ କଥା ସବୁ ନୂଆ କଥା ଯୋଉଟା ଆଗରୁ ଜଣା ନଥିଲା ଅଲଗା ପର୍ସପେକ୍ଟିଭରୁ ଟିକେ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ଚାନ୍ସ ମିଳେ। ସେଥିରୁ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ଅନୁଭୂତି ହୁଏ କି ଯେତେବେଳେ ଛୋଟ ପିଲା ଗୋଟେ ନୂଆ ଜିନିଷ କିଛି ଶିଖିବାକୁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରେ, ଯିଏ ଶିଖଉଛି ସିଏ ଅଲମୋଷ୍ଟ ଅଲୱେଜ ଜାଣିଥିବ କି କାମଟା କେମିତି କରା ହୁଏ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଛୋଟ ପିଲାଟା ଜାଣିନି, ସେ ନୂଆ ଜିନିଷ ଶିଖୁଛି। ସେତେବେଳେ ବହୁତ ଇଚ୍ଛା ହୁଏ କି ତାକୁ ଏକ୍ଜାକ୍ଟଲି ଷ୍ଟେପ୍ କହିଦିଅ କି ଏମିତି ଏମିତି କର ଠିକ ହବ। କିନ୍ତୁ ଯେହେତୁ ଛୋଟ ପିଲା ସେ କଥା ଜାଣିନି, ସେ ତାର ନିଜ ହିସାବରେ ସେଟାକୁ କରିବାକୁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିବ। ଆଉ ସିଏ ବହୁତ ସମୟରେ ଏଇଆ ହୁଏ ସେ ବଡ ଯିଏ ତାକୁ ଶିଖଉଛି ତା କଥା ଶୁଣିବନି, ସିଏ କଣଟା କହୁଛି ମୁଁ କିନ୍ତୁ ଏମିତି କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛି। ସିଏ କିନ୍ତୁ କରି 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 ମୋଷ୍ଟ ପ୍ରୋବାବ୍ଲି ଆଟ୍ ସମ୍ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ଶିଖିଯିବ ସେଟା କେମିତି କରିବାକୁ। ଯଦି ହାତରେ ଖାଇବାଟା ନେଇକି ପାଟିକୁ ନେଇକି ଖାଇବା ଶିଖିବାକୁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛି, ଆଗ ସେ ତାର ନିଜ ଅନୁସାରେ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିବ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଇଭେନ୍ଚୁଆଲି ଶିଖିବ। କିନ୍ତୁ ଯିଏ ଶିଖଉଛି ସିଏ ଜାଣିଛି କେମିତି ଖାଇବା କଥା, ସେଥିପାଇଁ ସିଏ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଥିବ କି ତାକୁ ଏକ୍ଜାକ୍ଟ ମେଥଡଟା ଶିଖେଇବ, କିନ୍ତୁ ପିଲାଟା ତା ନିଜ ଅନୁସାରେ ଶିଖେଇବ। ଏଇଟା ଯଦି ଏକ୍ସଟ୍ରାପୁଲେଟ୍ କରାଯାଏ ଆମ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ କାମରେ, ଠାକୁର କହିକି ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି କେମିତି କୋଉ ପଦ୍ଧତିରେ କୋଉ ସେବାଟା କେମିତି କରିବାକୁ ହୁଏ, ଏକ୍ଜାକ୍ଟ ୱେ କହିକି ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି। କିନ୍ତୁ କଲା ବେଳକୁ ଆମେ ଭାବୁଛୁ ଆମେ ବେଟର ଜାଣିଛୁ, ଆମେ ଆମ ନିଜର ମଡିଫିକେସନ କରିକି ତାକୁ ଏକ୍ସପେରିମେଣ୍ଟ କରିକି ଏମିତି କରିବା, ସେଟାକୁ ମୋଷ୍ଟ ପ୍ରୋବାବ୍ଲି ସେଇଟା ବୋଧେ ତାର ଇଣ୍ଟରପ୍ରିଟେସନଟା ବୋଧେ ଆମେ କରିବାକୁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛୁ। ସେଇଟା ବି ଆମେ ଛୋଟ ପିଲାଙ୍କ ଭଳିଆ ଆମ ନିଜ ୱେରେ ସେଟାକୁ କରିବାକୁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିକି ଇଭେନ୍ଚୁଆଲି ମୋଷ୍ଟ ପ୍ରୋବାବ୍ଲି ଆମେ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ମେଥଡଟାକୁ ଠିକ କରିପାରିବୁ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମେ ସେଇଟାକୁ ସବୁବେଳେ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛୁ କି ଆମେ ଆମ ହିସାବରେ କରିବା। ସେଇ ସେମ୍ ଆନାଲିଜିରେ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ ବି ମୋଷ୍ଟ ପ୍ରୋବାବ୍ଲି ଫ୍ରଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସନ ହଉଥିବ କି ମୁଁ ତ କହିକି ଯାଇଛି ତମେ ତ ଏଇ ଜିନିଷଟା କଲେ ଠିକ ହେଇଯିବ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମର ନିଜର ବି ବହୁତ ଭୁଲ ଭଟକା ରହୁଛି। ଆମେ ଭାବୁଛୁ ଆମେ ଠିକ କାମଟା ଆମେ ଯେମିତି ଭାବୁଛୁ ସେଇଟା ଠିକ କଥା, ଆମେ ଆମ ନିଜ ଅନୁସାରେ କଥା ବୁଝିବାକୁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛୁ, ନିଜ ଇଣ୍ଟରପ୍ରିଟେସନ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛୁ। କିନ୍ତୁ ହୋପଫୁଲି ଆମେ ନିଜର ଏକ୍ସପେରିମେଣ୍ଟେସନ ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ ଡିରେକ୍ସନରେ ଭୁଲ ଠିକ ଜାଣିଲା ପରେ ଆମେ ସେଇ ଏକା ପାଥରେ ଯାଇପାରିବୁ। ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ବଡ ହଉ, ଯଦି ମେଡିକାଲ ସାଇନ୍ସରେ ଦେଖାଯାଏ, କୁହନ୍ତି କି around 20-25 ଇୟର୍ସରେ ବ୍ରେନ ଟା ମଚ୍ୟୁର ହେଇଯାଏ। ତାର ଅର୍ଥ ମୋଷ୍ଟ ପ୍ରୋବାବ୍ଲି କି ଯୋଉଟାକୁ ଆମେ ମୁଁ କହୁଛି ଏଟାର ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟ ସାଚୁରେସନ ଟା around 20-25 ଆଡକୁ ହୁଏ। ସେତେବେଳେ ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟଲି ଫିଜିକାଲି whatever I am already there, I'm saturated ହେଇଯାଇଛି। କିନ୍ତୁ ମେଣ୍ଟାଲି କଣ ସେଇଟା ସତ? ପ୍ରୋବାବ୍ଲି ନୁହଁ। ଯଦି ଆମେ ଭାବିବା କି ଏମିତି ଆମକୁ ସବୁବେଳେ ଲାଗେ କି ଆଜି ମୁଁ ଯୋଉଟା ଅଛି ସେଇଟା ହେଲା ରିଏଲ ମୁଁ, ଏଇଟା ଟିକେ ଭାବିବାକୁ କଷ୍ଟ ଲାଗେ କି ପ୍ରୋବାବ୍ଲି ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ସ ନଟ୍ ଟ୍ରୁ। ଯୋଉଟା ମୁଁ କହୁଛି ଏପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ମୁଁ ମୋ ଅବସ୍ଥା ପାସ୍ ହେଇନି। ଏଇଟା ବୁଝିବାର ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ୱେ ଅଫ ସିଇଂ would be, ଯଦି ଆମେ ଚିନ୍ତା କରିବା ଆମେ 10 ବର୍ଷ ଆଗରୁ କେମିତି ଥିଲେ, ଆମେ 20 ବର୍ଷ ଆଗରୁ କେମିତି ଥିଲେ, ଆମେ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେଇଛନ୍ତି କି? ମୋଷ୍ଟ ପ୍ରୋବାବ୍ଲି ସମସ୍ତେ କହିବେ ହଁ, ମୁଁ 10 ବର୍ଷ ଆଗରୁ ଯାହା ଭାବୁଥିଲି, ଯେମିତି ଭାବରେ କାମ କରୁଥିଲି, ଯେମିତି ସେବା କରୁଥିଲି କି ଯାହା ପୂଜା କରୁଥିଲି, ଆଜି ଯାହା କରୁଛି ମୁଁ ବହୁତ ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ କରୁଛି। ମୁଁ ବହୁତ କଥା ଶିଖିଛି, ବହୁତ କଥା ଠିକ କରିଛି, ମଡିଫାଇ କରିଛି, ଆଉ ଆଜି ମୁଁ ଯାହା କରୁଛି ସେଟା ଠିକ। କିନ୍ତୁ ଯଦି ଆମେ 10 ବର୍ଷ ଆଗରୁ ଯାହା କରୁଥିଲେ ସେଟାରୁ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେଇଛନ୍ତି, 20 ବର୍ଷ ଆଗରୁ ଯାହା କରୁଥିଲେ ତା ଭିତରୁ ବି ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେଇଛନ୍ତି, what is the probability କି next 10 years ରେ ବି ଆମେ ଆଉଥରେ ଚେଞ୍ଜ କରିବା? ମୋଷ୍ଟ ପ୍ରୋବାବଲି ସେଟା ସତ। ଆମେ ଇଭେନ୍ ତ ଆମେ ଭାବୁଛନ୍ତି ଆଜି ଯାହା ମୁଁ କରୁଛି ସେଟା ପୁରା ଠିକ, ମୁଁ ବୁଝି ଯାଇଛି ଏବେ ସବୁ କଥା, ଏବେ ମୁଁ ପୁରା ଠିକ ଜାଗାକୁ ଆସିଯାଇଛି, କିନ୍ତୁ ସେଇଟା ସତ ନୁହେଁ। ଆମେ ଏବେ ବି ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେବା, ନେକ୍ସଟ 10 years ରେ ଆହୁରି ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେବା, ଆହୁରି କଥା ଆମେ ଭଲକି ବୁଝିପାରିବା। ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମୋ ହିସାବରେ ଯଦି ଆମେ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିବା କି ଆମେ ଯାହା କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଆଜି ସେଇଟା ସବୁଠୁ ଠିକ ଭାବରେ କରିବା, ସେଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ବହୁତ ହାଇ ଲେଭେଲ ଅଫ ପରଫେକ୍ସନିଜମ ଆମେ ଏକ୍ସପେକ୍ଟ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆମ କାମକୁ କଷ୍ଟ କରିଦଉଛି। ମେ ବି ଆ ବେଟର ୱେ ଅଫ ଇମାଜିନିଂ ଇଟ୍ କି ଆଜି ବି ଆମେ ପ୍ରିପେୟାର କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଆମେ କାଲି କାମଟାକୁ ଠିକ କେମିତି କରିପାରିବା। ଆମେ 10 ବର୍ଷ ପରେ ଯୋଉ କାମଟାକୁ ଆଜି ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ଯୋଉ ସେବାଟାକୁ କରିବାକୁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛନ୍ତି, 10 ବର୍ଷ ପରେ 20 ବର୍ଷ ପରେ କି ଯେତେ ଗୋଟେ ଫ୍ୟୁଚର ଡେଟରେ ଆମେ ସେଟାକୁ ପରଫେକ୍ଟ କରିପାରିବା। ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ଆଜିଟା ହେଲା ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରୟତ୍ନ। ଆଜି ଆମେ ଯାହା ବି କରିବାକୁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛୁ ଆମେ ପରଫେକ୍ଟଲି କରିପାରିବୁନୁ, କିନ୍ତୁ ସେଇଟା ଆମେ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛୁ କି ଫ୍ୟୁଚରରେ ଯୋଉ ଫ୍ୟୁଚର ମି ହବ ସେଇ ପାଥ ପାଇଁ ଆମେ ଆଜି ପ୍ରିପେୟାର କରୁଛୁ। ସେଇଟା କଲେ ଟିକେ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ ଯୋଉ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସେଇଟା କରିବାକୁ ଟିକେ ସହଜ ହେଇଯାଏ। ଯେମିତି ଛୋଟ ବେଳୁ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷକୁ ପ୍ରଥମ ଥର ଯେବେ ଦେଖିବେ ସେଟାକୁ ଆପଣ ଯଦି ଇମିଟେଟ୍ କରିବେ, ଯିଏ ବି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଶିଖଉଛନ୍ତି ଠାକୁର ଯୋଉ କଥାଟା କହିଛନ୍ତି ସେ କଥାଟାକୁ ଯଦି ଲିଟରାଲି ଫଲୋ କରିବେ, ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ ଏ ଭେରି ଗୁଡ୍ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟିଂ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ଟୁୱାର୍ଡସ୍ କି ଆପଣଙ୍କ କରିବା ଷ୍ଟାଇଲ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କର ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦେଶ କେମିତି ଫିଟ୍ କରିପାରିବେ ସେଇ ପାଖକୁ ଯିବା ପାଇଁ ଇମିଟେସନ ଟା ହେଲା ଗୋଟେ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟିଂ, ଭେରି ଗୁଡ୍ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟିଂ ପଏଣ୍ଟ। କିନ୍ତୁ ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଇମିଟେଟ୍ କରିକି ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିବେ କି ଆଜି ହିଁ ମୁଁ ସେ କାମଟାକୁ ପରଫେକ୍ଟ ଭାବରେ କରିବି, ସେଟା ଗୋଟେ ହାଇ ବାର। ସେଇ କାମଟାକୁ ସେ ମୋଷ୍ଟ ପ୍ରୋବାବଲି ଏତେ ହାଇ ବାର ରଖିଲେ କାମଟା କରିବାକୁ ବି କଷ୍ଟ ହୁଏ। ଯଦି ଆମେ ଭାବିବା କି ଏଇଟା ମୋର ଆଟେମ୍ପ୍ଟ ନମ୍ବର n, ମୁଁ ଖାଲି ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛି କେମିତି ମୁଁ ପରଫେକ୍ଟଲି କରିବି, କିନ୍ତୁ ଏଇଟା ମୋର ଆଟେମ୍ପ୍ଟ ନମ୍ବର n କି ମୁଁ ନେକ୍ସଟ 5 years 10 years ଏଟାକୁ ପରଫେକ୍ଟ କରିବି କଲେ ମୋ ହିସାବରେ ସେଇଟା ଟିକେ ମେଣ୍ଟାଲି ଇଜି ହେଇଯାଏ ସେବାଟା କରିବା। ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ଭାବିଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ମୁଁ ଆଜି ଏଇ ବହିଟା ପଢିବି, n amount of pages ପଢିବି, ଯଦି ତାକୁ ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ରୁଲ ଭାବିଦେବେ ସେଟା କରିବା ମୋଷ୍ଟ ମେନି ଟାଇମ୍ସ କଷ୍ଟ ହେଇଯାଏ। ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଭାବିବେ କି ଯଦି ମୁଁ ବର୍ଷ ଶେଷ ଭିତରେ ମୋର ଏମ୍ ହେଲା ମୁଁ ଏତିକି ପେଜ ପର ଡେ ପଢିବି, ତ ଆଜି ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛି, କାଲି ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛି, ମୁଁ ଏଭ୍ରିଡେ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିବି, କିନ୍ତୁ ପରଫେକ୍ଟ ହେବାକୁ ଗ୍ୟାରେଣ୍ଟି ଦେବିନି। ଇଭେନ୍ ମେଣ୍ଟାଲି ଷ୍ଟେପଟା ନେବାକୁ ଟିକେ ଇଜି ହୁଏ। ସେଇଟା ମୋର ଅବଜରଭେସନ। ଆଉ ମୁଁ ଏଇ ବର୍ଷ ମୋର ଗୋଟେ ଆଡିସନାଲ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କି କେମିତି ଦିନଲିପି ପ୍ରତି ମାସ ଠିକ ଭାବରେ ପୂରଣ କରିପାରିବି। ଆଉ ଏଇ ବର୍ଷ ମୁଁ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟିଂରୁ ସେୟା ଗୋଲ ରଖିଛି ଆଉ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛି ଠିକ ଭାବରେ କରିପାରିବି। ଜୟ ସେତିକି କହୁଛି।
ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ, ପ୍ରାଣୀର ଠାକୁର ଏବଂ ସମସ୍ତ ଭାଇ ମା ଓ ପିଲାମାନେ ମୋର ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ। ଆଉ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ ଅନେକ ଅଶେଷ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ। ଆଜି ମତେ ପୂଜା ପାଳି ମିଳିଛି, ଆଉ ସବୁଠୁ ଭଲ କଥା, ଭଲ ଲାଗୁଛି ଆଜି ବର୍ଷର ପ୍ରଥମ ମାସରେ ପୂଜା ପାଳି ମିଳିଛି। ଆଉ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ ଭାବ ବିନିମୟର ସେବା ମଧ୍ୟ ମତେ ମିଳିଛି। ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ। ଆଉ ମତେ ଲାଗେ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କର ସବୁ ସେବା ଭିତରୁ ଭାବ ବିନିମୟ ସେବାଟି ବହୁତ ଡିଫିକଲ୍ଟ ବୋଧେ, କାହିଁକି ନା ଭାବ ବିନିମୟ ଶୁଣିବା ପାଇଁ ଭାଇ ଓ ମା ମାନଙ୍କର ଶୁଣିବା ପାଇଁ ବହୁତ ଭଲ ଲାଗେ। ଯେତେବେଳେ ନିଜ ମୋ ପାଖକୁ ମତେ ଭାବ ବିନିମୟ କରିବାକୁ ପଡେ ମତେ ବହୁତ ଡର ଲାଗେ। ମୁଁ ଭାବି ପାରେନି କଣ କହିବି, କଣ ଭାବ ମୋର ମୁଁ ସେୟାର କରିବି। ହଉ, ଠାକୁର ମତେ ଭାବ ବିନିମୟ ସେବା ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି। ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ। ଆଉ ଆଜି ସଂଘ ସେବକରେ ପଢା ହେଲା ଯେ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କର ସଦାସର୍ବଦା ଠାକୁରଙ୍କର ଚିନ୍ତା କରିବା, ଯୋଉଟା କି ସବୁବେଳେ ଆମେ ମାନେ କରିବା କଥା। ଆଉ ମନୁଷ୍ୟ ହିଁ କେବଳ ସାଧନ ଯୋଗ୍ୟ, ମନୁଷ୍ୟ ଦ୍ଵାରା ସବୁ କିଛି ପସିବଲ। ଆଉ ମନୁଷ୍ୟ ଚାହିଁଲେ ଈଶ୍ୱରତା ଲାଭ କରିପାରିବ, ମନୁଷ୍ୟ ସବୁ ହିଁ କରିପାରିବ। ଆଉ ମୁଁ ମୋ କଥା କହିବି, ମୁଁ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ପାଖକୁ ଆସିଲିଣି ଯେବେଠୁ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ସଂସ୍ପର୍ଶରେ ଯେବେଠୁ ମୁଁ ଆସିଲିଣି ଠାକୁର ମତେ ବହୁତ ଭଲ ପାଉଛନ୍ତି। ସବୁବେଳେ ମୁଁ ଅନୁଭବ କରେ, କରୁଛି ମଧ୍ୟ। ଠାକୁର ସବୁବେଳେ ଭଲ ପାଉଛନ୍ତି। ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ମନରେ ମୋର ସବୁବେଳେ ଏବେ ଲାଗୁଛି, ଆଗରୁ ଗୋଟେ ଡର ଥାଏ ଏଇଟା କଣ ହବ କଣ ନାହିଁ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଏବେ ଭାବୁଛି ଯାହା ହବ ଭଲ ମନ୍ଦ ଯାହା ହବ ସବୁ ତାଙ୍କରି ଇଚ୍ଛାରେ ହିଁ ହବ। ଯାହା କରିବେ ସେ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଭଲ କରିବେ। ଯୋଉ ଜିନିଷଟା ସେ କରିଥିବେ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଖରାପ ଲାଗିଲେ ମଧ୍ୟ ପରେ ଅନୁଭବ କରିଛି ବହୁତ ଥର, ନାହିଁ ସେଇଟା ମୋର ମଙ୍ଗଳ ପାଇଁ ହିଁ ହେଇଥାଏ। ସବୁବେଳେ ସେ ଆମ ମାନଙ୍କର ମଙ୍ଗଳ ଚିନ୍ତା କରିଥାନ୍ତି। ସେ ଯେ ମଙ୍ଗଳମୟ, ଆମ ମାନଙ୍କର ସବୁ କିଛି ମଙ୍ଗଳ ସେ ଚିନ୍ତା କରିଥାନ୍ତି। ଯାହା କରିବେ ଭଲ କରିବେ, ଏଇ ବିଷୟରେ ମୋ ମନରେ ଏବେ ଆସିଛି। ନାଇଁ ଠାକୁର ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଯାହା ହବ ଭଲ ହବ, ଯାହା ହଉଛି ଭଲ ହଉଛି, ସବୁ ଭଲ ଠାକୁର କରିବେ। ଆଉ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଭାଇ ଓ ମା ମାନଙ୍କର ପୂଜାର ଡେଡିକେସନ ଦେଖେ ମତେ ବହୁତ ନିମ୍ନ ଲାଗେ। ମୁଁ ଲାଗେ ସବୁ ସଂଘରେ ଯେତିକି ଭାଇ ମା ଅଛନ୍ତି ସବୁଠୁ ମୁଁ ହିଁ ଛୋଟ, ମାନେ ମୁଁ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କର ସେବା କରିପାରୁନି, ପୂଜା କରିପାରୁନି, କିଛି କରୁନି। କେତେ ସୁନ୍ଦର ସେ ଭାଇ ଓ ମା ମାନେ ପୂଜା କରୁଛନ୍ତି। କିନ୍ତୁ ପୁଣି ଗୋଟେ କଥା ଭାବେ, ଠାକୁର କହିଛନ୍ତି ପିତା ପୁତ୍ରର ହାତ ଧରିଥିଲେ ପୁତ୍ରର ପଡିଯିବାର ଭୟ ନାହିଁ। ଆଉ ପୁତ୍ର ଯଦି ପିତାର ହାତ ଧରିଥିବ ତାହେଲେ ପୁତ୍ରର ପଡିଯିବାର ଭୟ ଅଛି। ଠାକୁର ଗୋଟେ, ମୁଁ ଭାବେ ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ବାପା ମାଙ୍କର 4ଟି ସନ୍ତାନ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ସେ ଯଦି ଜଣେ ଅଧମ, ବାପା ମା ସବୁବେଳେ ତାରି ଉପରେ ହିଁ ଲକ୍ଷ୍ୟ ରଖିଥିବେ, ତାହା ଭଲ ମନ୍ଦ ସବୁବେଳେ ଦେଖୁଥିବେ। ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ତ ଭାବେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଭାଇ ଓ ମା ମାନେ ସମସ୍ତେ କେତେ ଡେଡିକେସନ ସହିତ ପୂଜା କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ମୁଁ କିଛି କରିପାରୁନି। ସେତେବେଳେ ମୁଁ ଭାବେ ମୁଁ ସେବା ନ କଲେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଠାକୁର ସବୁବେଳେ ତାଙ୍କ କୃପା ଦୃଷ୍ଟିଟା ରଖିଛନ୍ତି, ଆମ ଉପରେ କୃପା ଦୃଷ୍ଟି ରଖିଛନ୍ତି। ମୁଁ ଅଧମ ହେଲେ ମଧ୍ୟ ସେ ସବୁବେଳେ ମୋ ହାତକୁ ଧରିଛନ୍ତି। ଏଇ ଅନୁଭବଟା ମୁଁ ସବୁବେଳେ କରୁଛି, ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ଆଶୀର୍ବାଦରେ କରୁଥିବି ମଧ୍ୟ। ଆଉ ଆଜିକାଲି ସନ୍ଧ୍ୟାବେଳେ ପୂଜା କଲାବେଳକୁ ଭଲ ଲାଗୁଛି ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ, ଆମ ପୁଅ ରିଷି ବି ଆସୁଛି, ଆମ ସହିତ ଏଇଠି ବସୁଛି, ମନକୁ ମନ ତାକୁ ଥରେ ଶିଖେଇ ଦେଇଥିଲୁ, ମନକୁ ମନ ଆସିକି ଆଳତି ନଉଛି। ଠାକୁରଙ୍କର ଧୂପ ଜଳିଗଲା ପରେ ଯୋଉ କାଠିଟା ରହୁଛି ତାକୁ ଧରେଇକି ମୁଁ ଯେହେତୁ ବୁଲାଏ, ସେ ବୁଲେଇବ, ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ପାଦ ଟିକେ ଛୁଇଁବ, ପ୍ରଣାମ କରିବ, ପରିଚୟ ପତ୍ର ନେଇକି ଟିକେ ପ୍ରଣାମ କରୁଛି। ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ଜଣାଉଛି। ଠାକୁର ଏମିତି ବଡ ହେଲା ଯାଇକି ଆପଣ ତାକୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଚରଣର ଦାସ, ଆପଣଙ୍କ ହାତର କଣ୍ଢେଇ ତାକୁ କରିଥାନ୍ତୁ। ଆମ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ମନ ଲାଖି ସେବକ କରିବାକୁ ଠାକୁର, ଏତିକି ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା। ଗୋଟେ ଆଉ ଆଜି ଭାଇ ଗୋଟେ ବହୁତ ଭଲ କଥା କହିଲେ ଏବେ, ଯେ ଠାକୁର ଯାହା ଚାହାନ୍ତି ସେଇଟା, ମୋ କଥା ମୁଁ କହୁଛି, ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ଲେଉଟି ଦେଇକି ଅଲଗା କରିବି ନା, ଠାକୁର ଯୋଉଟା ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ମୁଁ ସେଟା ନ କରିକି ଅଲଗା ଟାଇପରେ କରିବି, ମାନେ ନିୟମଟାକୁ ବଦଳେଇ ଦଉଛି। ଯୋଉଟା କି ଭାଇ କହିଲେ, ପିଲା ତା ହିସାବରେ କାମ କରୁଛି, ଯିଏ ତାକୁ ଶିଖଉଛି ସେ ସେଟା ଶୁଣୁନି। ଯେମିତି ଠାକୁର ଆମକୁ କଣ କରିବାର ଅଛି ଶିଖେଇ ଦେଇକି ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି, କିନ୍ତୁ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ କଥାଟା ନ ମାନିକି ମୁଁ ମୋ କଥା କହୁଛି, ମୁଁ ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ ୱେରେ ତାକୁ କରୁଛି। ଆଉ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କୁ କଣ କହିବି, ଖାଲି ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ଗୋଟିଏ ଲାଇନ ମୁଁ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ କହିକି ସାରିବି। ତୁମରି କରମ ସାଧି ସାଧି ମୋର ସାରା ଦିନ ବିତି ଯାଉ, ଶୟନେ ସପନେ ତୁମରି ମୂରତି, ଶୟନେ ସପନେ ତୁମରି ମୂରତି, ଚିତ୍ତ ମୋର ତୁ ଥାଉ, ତୁମ ସେବକ ସାଜଟି ଥାଉ, ମୋର ସକଳ ବନ୍ଧନ ତୁଟାଇ ଦିଅ ପ୍ରଭୁ, ତୁମରି ବନ୍ଧନ ରହୁ, ଖାଲି ତୁମରି ବନ୍ଧନ ରହୁ। ଠାକୁର ଆଶୀର୍ବାଦ କରନ୍ତୁ। ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଭାଇ ଓ ମା ମାନଙ୍କ ପରିବାରକୁ ଠାକୁର ଭଲରେ ସୁଖରେ ରଖନ୍ତୁ। ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ ପଥରେ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କ କର୍ମର ଅଗ୍ରସର କରି ନିଅନ୍ତୁ, ଏତିକି ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା। ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ, ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ, ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ, ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ, ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ। ଏବେ ଆମର ଦ୍ୱିତୀୟ ଅଧିବେଶନ ଶେଷ ହେବାକୁ ଯାଉଛି। ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଶ୍ରୀ ଶ୍ରୀ ଠାକୁର ମହାରାଜଙ୍କୁ ମଧ୍ୟାହ୍ନ ଭୋଗ ଲାଗି ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ କରୁଅଛି ଏବଂ ଠାକୁର ଭୋଗ ଗ୍ରହଣ କଲା ପରେ ସମସ୍ତ ଭାଇ ମା ଓ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କୁ ପ୍ରସାଦ ଗ୍ରହଣ ପାଇଁ ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ ଜଣାଉଛି ଏବଂ ଠାକୁରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ସନ୍ଧ୍ୟା ପୂଜା ପାଇଁ ମଧ୍ୟ ନିମନ୍ତ୍ରଣ ଜଣାଉଛି। ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ, ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ, ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ।
Jai Guru, I invite Sri Sri Thakura and all Bhai, Mas and young aspirants to attend next Sangha Puja on Sunday, January 29th, 2023. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru, Pranara Thakura, Mao Bhai Mane, young aspirants. मते पाली सेवा मिली गत आसंता रविवार दिन जनवरी 29 तारीख मु ठाकुर को समस्त भाई माँ मैंने यंग एस्पिरेंट को निमंत्रण करुच्ची पूजाटी मते पालिया हिसाब से सेवक मान सेवार सुजोग देवे सफल मनित करदे। जय गुरु।
जय गुरु। आज सेवारे जनकरे अजाणत जहाँ भूल भटका मो द्वारा कि अन्य सेवक सेविका मान द्वारा से ठाकुर भाई माँ क्षमा प्रार्थना करुच्ची ठाकुर को निवेदन की भक्ति ध्यान दिया आमती भूल जय गुरु।
जय गुरु। दीननाथ भिक्षा करे श्री चरणी दीननाथ भिक्षा करे श्री चरणी तब कथा रचिथिबि मननि स्मरणी तब कथा रचिथिबि मननि स्मरणी बाहरिकी नाही न करी सोचना बाहरिकी नाही न करी सोचना करी प्रथमे निज स्वभाव मर्जना करी प्रथमे निज स्वभाव मर्जना पर दोष खोजी बोली न धाइब मन पर दोष खोजी बोली न धाइब मन लागिथिबि सदा करी आत्म संशोधन देव लागिथिबि सदा करी आत्म संशोधन बचनी आलपी रसन संजत बचनी आलपी रसन संजत घुंची जाऊ अवसाद विहर जड़त्व प्रभु घुंची जाऊ अवसाद विहर जड़त्व उचित भाषणी न हो किछि अंतराय उचित भाषणी न हो किछि अंतराय यथा कर्म हि उचित सुधीर सहाय प्रभु यथा कर्म हि उचित सुधीर सहाय निराळ स्वभावे तव आदेश पालन निराळ स्वभावे तव आदेश पालन परिजीवी तहि प्राणर स्फुरण प्रभु परिजीवी तहि प्राणर स्फुरण न मानिबी कहीं केउ बारण बंधन 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 जही थाए रही थाऊ तब पदे मन प्रभु जही थाए रही थाऊ तब पदे मन प्रभु जही थाए रही थाऊ तब पदे मन जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय 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 जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय जय गुरु
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय जय गुरु
जय गुरु जय गुरु
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय जय गुरु
जय गुरु जय गुरु
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु जय
जय गुरु जय गुरु जय jai guru 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 jai श्री ठाकुर प्रमानंद बोले कवाल श्री श्री गुरु महाराज जय जय गुरु जय गुरु जय गुरु।
जयगुरु भाई मैंने आज तो बहुत डेरी अत्यधिक डेरी मोर जोड़े कथा कहला कि गोटे कहूँ आउट नेक्स्ट टाइम करी बहुत सारी इम्पोर्टाट गोटे कथा कहूँ जे आमर बर्तमान माने पुणी आसंता वर्ष परिचय पत्र आप्लाय कर समय आसला परिचय डिसीजन ने इम्पोर्टाट डिसीजन जे फर्स्ट प्रोब्लेम प्रोब्लेम हूँ आगुरी आम जो केन्द्र को टंका पठाऊले सेटा तो जूम रे पठाऊला कौन माने जेहेतु एफसीआर हो पारा ना तो दैट बिकेम काइंड ऑफ इलीगल इश्यू केन्द्र को गोटे फाइन देवा पड़ला तेणु अन्य काम माध्यम पठाऊले दैट इज ऑल्सो नॉट ए लीगल वैलिड वे ऑफ डूइंग दैट तो आम केन्द्र को जनइलु आम सब पैसा पठे पार गुड़े पैसा हो पठाइबा एतटा पैसा पठाइबा मुस्किल होची तेणु आम केन्द्र को लिखिचु से वर्ष आम एफसीआर नकला पर्यंत आम सब पैसा पठे पारू ना परिचय पत्र परिचय पत्र प्रणामी सम्मेलन केन्द्र सम्मेलन प्रादेशिक आवाहक प्रणामी एवं आपण मानकर संघ सेवक प्रणामी यही पठेबू संघ सेवक इज नॉट इनिशियली इंक्लूडेड कि भाविलु संघ सेवकटा आम गोटे माने गोटे कोऑर्डिनेट एफर्ट कर आनिबा इंडिविजुअल आनिबा मुस्किल हो निजे 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 संघ सेवक आनिबे एटा डिफिकल्ट हम तेणु यही तीनोटी प्रणामी आम केन्द्र को पठे संघ थ्रू आपण परिचय पत्र प्रणामी आमर सम्मेलन आवाहक प्रणामी जो प्रणामी आ संघ सेवक जो बगुंट तेणु आपण यही तीनोटी प्रणामी आम आमसा थ्रू पठे बाकी प्रणाम गुड़ा आप निजे निजे पठे पारती सो दिस इज द डिसीजन वी हैव मेड अंटिल आमर एफसीआर कंप्लीट पर्यंत दिस इज द मोड वी आर गोइंग टू यूज तेणु डिसीजन परिचालन कमिटी डिसीजन